All right. Hello, everybody. Erica, Jennifer, Taylor, TP, Diana, Brett. Yeah, we said fuck Leo. Okay, good. Surprise, penis. Hey, Jennifer. We are live. Wow. 24 seconds. And we lost somebody. All right. You still got to beat the record at 6 seconds. Good luck. That's actually Monday. I was supposed to. Hold on. I'm still trying to chew these gummies. I was supposed to have an endoscopy done tomorrow. Well, you know, YouTube views aren't accurate. I was supposed to have an endoscopy done tomorrow, but like with my mom in Virginia, my sister doesn't drive because she's autistic. So in order to fucking have it done, I gotta have an Uber ready, and then it's a whole fucking process, and I just fucking rescheduled it, you know. Eye doctor's Monday though. That's why we're getting a surprise live. Me and Nick were gonna record tonight, but we're actually gonna record tomorrow. Given what time usually Nick starts recording, probably not. I tried doing that last when we recorded the last episode. I'm like, hey, Nick, just let me know I'm ready when you are. Earlier the better. That was at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He was like, I should be ready by 6:30. I'm like, motherfucker. Be right back really quick. All right. Well, I'm feeling a weird type of way ever since Sunday, and I'll wait for Jennifer to get back so she can hear this because. Hey, Diana. Yeah, the new ones. Oh no. See, a lot of people keep saying, "Oh no." See, the gummies are going to come up. Trust me. I'm gonna wait. Once Jennifer says she's back, then I'll fucking start. And so I was like, man, I was playing fucking golf earlier, and I was missing like fucking simple fucking 5 foot putts, man. I was like, fuck, I just need to get fucking base it again, man. I'll be fucking hitting eagles from fucking 200 feet, man. Fucking game was pissing me off earlier. I would have played longer. Like I was down there at like 3, like a little after 3, or like 3:40 playing. And I was like, man, I should play another round. I was like, oh, fucking game is pissing me off. Just because like some of the shots I'm missing, I shouldn't be missing. But like if I were fucking blitzed, like fucking I'd be nailing eagle shots left and right and shit, man. I would do high on golf if fucking somebody other than you would show up. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, there's going to be a lot of wishy-washy fucking stuff I got to talk about here. Jennifer, do you like? Well, she said, "Be right back." So, didn't she come to that golf stream when I bought the game? I can't remember if she came or not. Or was that a little bit before I asked her to come back? When did the game come out? February. So when did I ask her to come back? Oh, come on. April 1st. So, mini golf this one, though. All right, so here's something I want to fucking. Now, I've talked to fucking Jennifer a couple times about this, and, and this needs to be said. So lately, we've been having some fun here. We're not fucking big on YouTube, but we have fun in our small little fucking corner that YouTube gives us. Did you take 3 again? Yes, I did. But we have fun in our small little fucking corner that YouTube gives us and everything like that. And it took me a long time to fucking understand that, like, fucking, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And I get it. All I ask is a chance. Like, if you come in here and you hang out for 5 minutes and you're like, this is not really my deal, by all means, fucking leave. It's when, like, it's when it's seconds is what bothers me. I think that's something that gets lost in translation here. Anyway, my point being, we've been having some fun lately. And again, let me clarify. I'm not calling out anybody on this. Just so we're clear, this is an in general statement. This goes for Elijah and Jennifer as much as it goes for anybody else who fucking comes in here. But I went back and watched a live, specifically one part, and then I went to the comments, and since then it's just been fucking bugging the fucking piss out of me. It's just been bugging me, and like I went and asked Jennifer, and I was just like fucking, was this bad? And she was like, I had fun. I'm like, no, that's not what I asked. I'm paraphrasing this conversation, just so you don't know. I'm like, that's not what I asked. And like, I mean this in the fucking nicest fucking possible way I can say. I know I bitch a lot to the point where, like, I'm pretty sure if y'all could fucking reach to the screen and smack me when I fucking mention it, y'all would. But like this fucking view count right here and shit, I fucking can't stand it, but I can't have the cake you eat it too, and I understand that. But my point is that if I'm ever fucking talking about a fucking topic that is just like, you know what, fuck this. Like the title says, I want it to be perfectly fucking clear. If you fucking hit the X on your fucking screen or the fucking minimize on your phone, there's not a guy outside your fucking door waiting to kill you. You're not being held hostage here. Like, if I'm talking about something that you're like, Erica's a perfect fucking example. Erica is somebody that is just like, if he is talking about this again, I'm fucking leaving. Like when we used to watch like old videos of mine, like Erica's like, I am not gonna sit and watch this emo bullshit again. You fucking tag me when like fucking we're doing like the normal shit that we're doing. Which, right on, I can wrap my head around that. So like, if I'm ever fucking talking about something that like just does not interest you, either A, I just thought of this 2-parter here, just by the way, it was 1-parter. Now, either A, fucking let me know before we even fucking commit to it. Because, like, I'm pretty sure we had a fucking nice 3-day cushion before fucking Sunday happened. We had some other shit going on. We had Backlash, we had fucking gaming. You guys like the gaming and shit like that. And then we had fucking Sunday. And nobody said a fucking word. Nobody. Nobody said, like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should do something else. Well, nobody said a fucking word. You know, which then I would have backtracked. I would have been like, all right, if y'all don't want to fucking do this, we can probably do something else, you know. But waiting till like I'm halfway through the fucking subject of whatever it is that I'm fucking talking about to essentially just like fucking call out that it's boring. And none of you guys who come in here normally said the word boring. I know who said the word boring. I went back and watched it, you know, or they said the word bored. You know, and that's fine. If you're just like, this topic is fucking not for me, man. I'm not keeping you here, dude. No one's fucking keeping you here. Jennifer's not keeping you here. Elijah's not keeping you here. Diana's not keeping you here. Nobody's fucking keeping you here. You know? And to fucking just come in here and just start just random fucking bullshit. You know? Like, I know she's not in here right now, but I have a feeling that if she were here, she would think I'm calling her out. But I want to make it very fucking clear that like somebody like Taylor, you know, who I can tell was not into the fucking top 20 sodas we did on Sunday. I can tell. She was just like, let us fucking do something else. There was a time and a place. In the middle of it wasn't it. But there is somebody else. There's two other people that I'm not gonna say their names, but like fucking. Again, it's like one of those things where, like, if I'm talking to you about, like, fucking hot dogs, and all of a sudden you start talking about quantum physics, you're going to piss me off. Because, like, what does quantum physics have anything to do with what we're talking about? You know? So just simply put, if you ever fucking feel like that, like, fucking, you're just like, man, this is boring, man, you fucking leave. You know, I know that goes against like fucking like, well, fuck. I mean, he wants us to stay. He wants us to leave. Like, like fucking, if it's something that you don't enjoy, I'm not gonna fucking force you to fucking sit and listen to it. It's as simple as that. You know. And Jennifer was just like, well, I had fun with it. Okay, yeah, Jennifer had fun with it. You know, but like by like fucking like number 10, I was just going through the motion. It was just one of those things where like, let me just get it done. I mean, we didn't even fucking officially do the top 3. I was just like, here they are, fucking, because like nobody cared, you know. And I know I'm high, and that was something Jennifer kept pointing out. She was like, "Will, you were just really out of it." I'm like, I went back and watched it. You know, the chat didn't lie. You know, yeah, Jennifer was liking it. I think Elijah said at one point he was kind of digging it and everything, but like there wasn't a lot of fucking positive feedback on this. I never have complaints. I always have fun. The only problem I have is sometimes it gets around 10:50. No, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, again, this is not. It goes for everybody. There are some fucking bad apples in the bunch, or not even bad apples. There was some shit going on Sunday that I saw in the fucking chat that I'm just like, what does this have to fucking do with what we're doing? You know, and I know I tend to fucking go off track a lot when I'm fucking high. I understand that. But like fucking, this is what we fucking committed to on fucking Sunday. Now, if y'all would have told me fucking Friday, like, oh, by the way, that fucking list sounds like shit, then by all means, I had a day to fucking backpedal. You know, I could have fucking thought of something else, but nobody said a fucking word. It'd have been one thing though, like once I did number 20, and somebody's like, this is not a good idea. Again, like even then, like, okay, we started it and nobody fucking likes it. But like we got to like number fucking 10. And it was just like, fuck this. Like then why even say anything in the fucking comments? You know? One of which is somebody who does come in here, just so we know. And one of which is somebody fucking new. You know? But I'm just like, that's fine. If you don't like what I have to say, or like if you're not fucking vibing with whatever fucking topic that we're having here, by all means, fucking leave. I'm not holding you here. I don't go to just because. No, and that's complete. I didn't expect you. Like, I don't expect half the fucking people who show up to the watch-alongs. You know? Like, when, like, Taylor and shit shows up to, like, the fucking watch-along, I'm like, what is fucking Taylor doing? All right, I guess. You know? Like when I do the wrestling watch-alongs, I expect fucking Elijah, sometimes Jason, sometimes Leo. That's about it. I do it because it's just, you know, it's just a nice little fucking thing to do, you know? So, like, I understand when people don't show up because Jennifer finds it boring. She's like, all right, if he's just going to fucking stare at a fucking screen and talk about wrestling and fucking bitch about wrestling, that's not really my deal. And they're like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go. You know, and that's what I'm asking for here. If like talking about soda was not your fucking deal, then by all means, I'm not gonna fucking hold you. I just don't want to hear your fucking bullshit in the fucking comments about it. You know? I honestly like hanging out with everyone. You were very exactly. You know, and I understand people have fucking lives and everything. Like I said, there's fucking hundreds of other fucking things that y'all could be doing on nights when I'm fucking live, and for some fucking reason, y'all choose to spend your fucking time with me. You know, and that's kind of cool and everything. But like still, like, you know, like fucking just like I don't need like fucking like, you know, all this random fucking bullshit that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's one thing if somebody like asks a question and then we go off track and everything like that, but like there was one person who was just like fucking like fuck what we're talking about. You know, we could have been talking about the fucking cure for cancer, and it would have been it probably would have been the same response out of this person. And that's what fucking really got under my fucking shit, to where I'm just like, I don't even want to do these top 20s anymore. We sat there for a half an hour like, oh, what's the next top 20? Like, fucking, who really cares? I sure as fuck don't, because like y'all sure as fuck didn't. And when I say y'all, I mean like in general, like the overall. I know someone like, I think Jennifer reiterated like 3 times, I had fun. Okay, you had fun. You know, but like that doesn't include everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then Jennifer's like, you were really out of it. And you kept pausing a lot. That was another one. I was like, I kept pausing because I kept reading the chat, and I just realized that nobody was giving a shit. You know? There was a whole section I didn't even fucking talk about because I was like, no one's even fucking paying attention. You know? I went through I looked back at the playback, and I did a whole spiel. And as I do, I wait for fucking, you know, response. You know? And nobody responded. To that topic, I should say. They were more concerned about whatever fucking bullshit was going on. And you know what? Fine. You know? I mean, I know this is very, like, fucking 17-minute long way of just saying, like, hey, if I'm boring, fucking, I'm not keeping you here. You know? Like, fucking, there's hundreds, thousands of probably other people live that you can go watch. Hell, probably not even live. You can probably watch some videos. You can probably go out there and register to vote. Fucking, you can probably be grocery shopping. But again, you fuckers choose to spend it with me and everything, which, I mean, in a way, is very flattering and shit. But, like, still, when you come here just to fucking rag on whatever it is I'm fucking talking about, then, like, fucking, what is the point? You know? Like, I understand that, like, fucking, like, maybe some of the shit I say ain't for everybody. You know, I get it. I really don't give a fuck because it's YouTube. You know? But it's just one of those things where, like, if I'm not fucking entertaining you and you've waited your fucking, like, 5 minutes or whatever, by all means, I'm not going to fucking hold you here. No one's holding you here. None of us in here are. You know? Do you have your mic? No, I technically don't. I wish I did. You know? I don't even know where my USB mic is. Oh, wait. Hold on. If this is what I think it is. Oh, damn it. Is it gone? Did I throw it away when I was picking up down here? I could have fucking threw it away. I'm not sure. No, damn it. I must have threw it away. I did have like a little fucking microphone that sat here and everything, but it's gone. But like Jennifer really wanted me to drop a mic because like, I mean, because that's the simplest way I can put it. I know I went like 19 minutes long with it, but like that's the simplest way I can put it is that like if I'm fucking boring, fine. Okay, cool. You find me boring. Like fucking, you don't need to fucking come up with your own little fucking song and dance in the chat to fucking make up for it. Just fucking leave. Like, it's just like when you see a video on YouTube that you're just like, yeah, this video doesn't really do it for me. I just fucking X off the video and I find something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard. You know? I know it sounds like I'm asking for a lot here, but I don't think it is, man. But that's it. That's the main reason I went fucking live tonight. Just so I could fucking say all that. I could have recorded with Nick tonight. I could have easily just fucking recorded with Nick. But I was like, no, you know what? I want to say this shit tonight. Because if I didn't record with Nick tonight, I would have had to wait till fucking Friday. And I wouldn't wait until fucking Friday. I mean, I disagree, but okay. Because like I said before, that was the fucking part where everything broke down. As a matter of fact, was that top 20 drag queens, and like I said, I know like fucking 4. So that one's gone, and like y'all keep throwing around like top 20 titties and everything. I mean I could do that in a way, but like fucking like like lately I've been like pulling up the share screen and showing y'all what I see and everything, but like I don't know. Like after fucking Sunday, I kind of just don't want to fucking do them for a while because I'm like a little fucking heated about that. It's like whenever we find something fucking fun to do, something's got to fucking ruin it. Like we had Family Feud, and fucking it got ruined for Erica for a while. So that's fucking off the table for a while. Fucking, we all know what happened with Trivia Gate. We don't need to go there again. But like that got ruined for a while. It's just like every time like top 20s were working, man. Like when we did the top 20 hottest female list, I probably had the highest audience I've ever fucking had in here that wasn't a gaming stream. And even then, I don't even remember when we had like fucking 60 people in here for a gaming stream. Elijah does, but I fucking don't. But like we had some good numbers and shit, man. But like, if it's just gonna be like fucking like, let me just talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about in the chat, rather than like fucking what we're talking about. Then like fucking, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Like fucking, how hard it is to come up with little like fucking like intricate little fucking stories to remember fucking soda to you fuckers. Do you understand how fucking hard that was? High, off the cuff, not written down, mind you. I didn't write down like, all right, I'm going to tell them about when I found Coke Alive, and I can say that. No, all this shit's off the fucking cuff. I don't drink soda. No, I was just saying, Taylor. I was like, I knew it. I was like, Taylor's going to be thinking I'm talking about her, but I'm not. No. You were suggesting some other shit, but there was actually like 2 other people that like I'm more fucking mad at than fucking anything. So I say top 20 lists that are funny. I don't for you to huh? I say top 20 that are funny. I don't for you to do them. Right, okay. Hey everyone, by the way. Yeah, hey Taylor. I mean for you to do them. I don't know. Like I said, Saturday really or Sunday just left a really fucking bitter taste in my mouth. Like I kind of just don't want to fucking do them for a while because it really fucking took the wind out of my sail. And like I said, Jennifer was my confidant in this one. I was just like, was it that bad? Because like I went off thinking it was a bad live. That's how I went off doing it. Was like it was a bad live. And I went to Jennifer and I think it was that night or the next morning I went to, and I was just like, was it that fucking bad? Like, I feel like that was atrocious. And she was like, no, I had fun. And just, I think this and that you were really high. And I was just like, I don't know. Then I went back and watched it and I saw the fucking chicanery in the fucking comments and shit. And I was just like, yeah, see, it wasn't because I was high. It was because there was other fucking bullshit going on. Somebody was trying to make it a fucking one-man circus down there. you know? And then some person was just like, oh, we're just bored. And I'm like, oh, great, awesome, fantastic, you know? But instead of just like saying like, you know, I just want to put it out there. The Pictionary stream, I haven't laughed that hard in a while. I did find this today, or the other day. It's a game of supreme opinions. And like what it is like the way I would interpret it to here is that like, so the topic would be like, is it okay to wear socks with sandals? And like y'all take pro and con, and then you have to convince me on which one's better. So I thought that'd be kind of fun, but I wanted to get all this fucking bullshit out first because, like I said, it just fucking again, like no matter how I fucking cut, I can't have the cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter fucking whatever fucking path we go down, there's gonna be a fucking speed bump essentially, you know, and that's what fucking keeps getting me, you know. There's only so much shit I can keep removing from fucking lives before it's just me sitting here like, you know, so. Because that was actually my next idea. Because again, I stole the idea from Doug Walker. I was gonna do fucking top 20 worst movies that I've ever fucking watched, and like, because that if y'all thought my favorite movies were polarizing, the ones I hate, like fucking, I can tell you right now, y'all are gonna be like, you hate this movie. You know, like Shrek. I can tell you right now, Shrek is one of my most hated movies ever. You know, I keep saying I don't mind trivia. I know you don't mind it. But like I said, it's one of those things. Listen, it's in the past now, all right. But I'm just saying, this is what happened. It's just one of those things that, like, if it caused that big of a fucking reaction in the chat, it's just one thing that I'm like, all right. If it caused that big of a reaction, then we're gonna remove that so we don't have that reaction anymore. You know what I mean? So like that's why I looked at like trivia games. It's just like, nope, ain't doing them no more. The Pictionary, I will admit, was a whim. I just saw that and I was like, it'd be kind of funny if I were high drawing fucking like Sausage Party, you know, or some shit like that. Some of them I did think a little too outside the box for, or as Erica would tell you, I threw the box in the ocean. But, and no, Brett, we're not doing top 20 racist jokes, fucker. That was a good time. Well, I mean, hey, we'll save it for another night. I had fun doing it, that I can remember. Like, I'm sorry, I still stand by that the Jack Daniels bottle plus a history book, y'all should have got the tipsy. I'm sorry. I still stand by that one. Everything else, I can be like, Will, what the fuck were you drawing there? I can probably wrap my head around it because I'm not a good drawer. But like that one, I was just like, fuck y'all, man. Like that one's good. I'm going with that one. Fucking Jack Daniels and a history fucking book. Me and Jack Daniels have a history. Tipsy. I'm like, someone's gonna get it. I don't know who, but someone's gonna fucking get it. What's wrong with that one? I think because you know me, you're more okay with me to say. Exactly. You know, like I could tell it wasn't really your cup of tea. And that's what I said. I was like, I could tell it wasn't her cup of tea. So she was trying to think of like some other fucking ideas, which is fine because it was still kind of on topic. You know, I will say it was kind of like a minor thing where I was just like, why is she naming other shit when we're doing this? But like the other people who were involved, the fucking, if you go back and look at fucking, I'm just like, what the fuck are y'all even talking about? Like, what the fuck? That's what fucking like drove me up the fucking wall. And then like by the time we got to like the top 3, it was just like fucking no reaction, no fucking like never had that one, Never. I was just like, fuck it. I can't even fake it anymore. Because I was just going through the motions 10 through 3, just like, all right, this one right here, like fucking. But like once we got to number 3, I was just like, fuck it. No one's fucking giving a fuck. Why should I give a fuck? If they're not gonna give a fuck, then I am not gonna put the fucks into this. And I was just like, here's 3, here's 2, here's 1, goodbye, No, I'm not good at history. Man. That's all I'm saying. It's just like in the future, if you're fucking bored, that's fine. I'm not saying that like everything I talk about here is a fucking home run. It isn't. Like that's why to go back to the whole Pope thing, man. That's why I like to hang my hat. That like we don't talk about deep religious issues here. We don't talk about fucking politics here and everything. We talk about fucking random bullshit that comes in. Every now and then we get a little deep. Every now and then there's a deep topic thrown in there. That's once in a fucking blue moon and shit. But it's just like fucking like somebody could come in here and find it offensive, which is the whole reason why I'm just like, please stop doing that. And now it's just like, like if you find it boring, fine. Okay, cool. Again, I'm not going to be for fucking everybody. It took me a long time to fucking learn that. I'm not going to be for everybody. It doesn't matter what I do. Like, oh, you don't like that I do this? All right, well, then I'll change that. Okay, then this person doesn't like that. I'll change that. You can only fucking please so many people, So, but like the other people, I'm just like, fucking, if you're just going to type random bullshit into the fucking comments and like, why even come? Like, what do? Do you just watch the fucking live on mute? And then just like fucking just figure it, just go by the comments about what we're fucking talking about and just hope you get it right? Because like fucking, that's going to annoy me even fucking more. Because like lately you've been kind of getting under my fucking skin. But like, I have to be fucking nice. And it's kind of, I kind of don't want to fucking be nice about it anymore. Because you're kind of pissing me off about it. And no, it's not Leo. Leo knows he pisses me off. And you guys know he pisses me off. Your shirt, by the way. Oh, yeah. JC Penney. That's why I steer away from it. Oh, fuck off. I steer away from offensive comments. Fucking, you're the definition of fucking, like, offensive. When we have a whole fucking category, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for here? When we have a whole category dedicated to, like, not encouraging you, fucking, that's a problem. The reason why I don't mind fucking I Like Turtles, because one, I understand the meme, and two, because it used to remind me of like a fucking conversation breaker. Like whenever me, Nick, and Alex and all them would get on Skype and shit, and like whenever it was like a lull in the conversation, I would always just say like, so hookers, right? And like they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, So like that's what I Like Turtles kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of like a fucking so hookers, right? Kind of like a lull, and it's just like, so I like turtles. And it's just like, well, okay. That's how I used to do it whenever there was a lull in the conversation. I'm like, so hookers, right? Let me tell you guys this one time I was fucking this hooker, and I swear to God, she gave the money back. I swear to God. You're like, what the fuck? Well, That's what kind of I love turtles, or I like turtles fucking reminds you. Whenever I see it, I like turtles. I hear that fucking kid saying it, and then it just reminds me. I'm like, oh, was there a lull in the conversation? Because I'm just like, so hookers, right? That, or I usually go with the Clue quote of like if something really serious happens, like if there's like a series in it, I always pull a Clue quote out. Or like I think one time my mom and sister got into like an argument. And walked, like I was just standing there as it happened, and like it just came out of nowhere. And my sister walked out of the room, and I pulled a Clue quote out, and I was like, so, would anybody like fruit or dessert? You know? Because, like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. All right. I'm glad we are all well-adjusted people. Except for you. Get out. I don't know. What is the definition of a well-adjusted person? What is the definition of that, Brett? Please enlighten us. How many girls did you have on Skype? Well, for me, it was like a graveyard of situationships. Fucking none. I mean, like situationships? None. I had like Jax, my friend Jamie, the baby mama at one time. Somebody from YouTube. Like 6. I can think of like 6. Oh yeah, you. Yeah. Fucking. So 7. Fuck. I thought I included you in the original number, so I didn't. Okay, so 7. And that was like all throughout the year. That's not like at one time. I honestly think, it's funny that you mentioned Skype, because I honestly think the reason why I'm losing my hair up top is because of A, all the dye I put into it, and B, because of a kid on Skype. A kid on Skype? Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. So as some of you guys know, I did this short film called Broken Heart 2, Streets of London, and Broken Heart 3, The Final Fight. I better have been an animal. Right. Broken Heart 3, The Final Fight. And did them. And apparently the fucking guy who did the movies and everything, he knew this fucking kid that, I don't know, apparently lived in Australia, I think, or New Zealand, one of those two. And, like, apparently he watched my videos and, like, he wanted to fucking talk to me. So he asked me, he was just like, hey, do you mind if I give this guy your fucking Skype name? He wants to talk to you. And I was like, why? And he was just like, oh, because he likes your videos and shit like that. And I was like, all right, yeah, right on. Go ahead, give it to him. Successfully altered or moved so as to achieve a desired fit, appearance, or result. Oh, then fuck no. We are not well-adjusted people. So anyway, one night I'm on Skype talking with, I think my buddy at the time, his name was Theo. Talking to Theo, all of a sudden, you know how Skype, if you're on a call, or used to, can you believe we're living in a world where Skype is now a used to? But like, you're talking to your person, and all of a sudden a bar will come up and be like, this person's calling, hold, answer, and it was that kid. Because he told me his name and his name popped up, and I was just like, oh, hey, Theo, let me grab this real quick. I'll come right back. And he was like, right on. So I answered, I was like, what's up? And he was just, and first he was cool and everything, and he was just talking about fucking random movies and shit. And I was like, right on. Well, I was like, well, anyway, man, I'm on another call, man. I'm gonna go. He's like, what do you mean you're gonna go? I'm like, I'm on another call. Like, what the fuck? So boop, I just click off the call. I'm like, fucking whatever. I don't give a fuck. So I go back to the call. All of a sudden he calls again. And I'm like, deny. A few minutes go by, he calls again. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Deny. And I went there. I was like, I'm on another call. Went back to my call. So anyway, next day I get up, turn on the computer and everything. And fucking, you know, Skype used to just open by itself. You know, like I turn on the computer and it fucking opens up and shit. Block. That's what I wish I should have did. So I fucking open it up and shit, and a couple minutes into my like morning routine and shit, you know, checking all my emails and YouTube and everything. Fucking he calls, and I'm like, all right, let me entertain this fucking cat so fucking leave me alone, you know. So I call him, and I honestly don't remember the fucking conversation we had. I couldn't tell you. There was a gun to my head and say, hey, what did you talk about? Not a clue. Probably fucking movies, if I had to guess. You know, but he always talks so low like this, like he's gonna, if he talks too loud, there's gonna be somebody in the next room who's gonna hear him. He always talk real low like this. You know, so it was kind of hard to talk to him and everything. Anyway, I talked to this kid for like 30, 45 minutes and everything. And I'm done. I'm done. I feel like I've done my fucking good deed. I'm fucking done. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna head out and everything, man. He was just like, what do you mean you're gonna head out? And I'm like, oh fuck. You know, and this becomes like a fucking thing. And I'm just like, well, dude, I got other shit to do, man. You know, I did. You know. So anyway, I get off the fucking call, right? Later that night, I think I'm talking with Alex and Nick and everybody. We got on one of our, we were on like nightly sometimes, so we got on one of our calls and he's fucking calling. And I'm like, decline. You know, fucking calls back, decline. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you know, like, calls back, decline. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. You know? Now he's going to YouTube and like fucking leaving hateful comments. You're a fat ass, you know, nothing really like fucking like classic, you know. So I blocked the account there. I'm like, fuck that noise there, fucking block him on YouTube. I mean, block him on YouTube, block him on Skype. Because I was like, I'm tired of him always fucking calling. He doesn't understand what I'm on another call means, you know. Sorry about that. I was hurt. Shut up. So anyway, now very, 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 I think only probably Brett would probably know this person. Even then, it might be a little obscure to Brett because Brett wasn't really in the DVD community that much. But there was a guy on YouTube a very long time ago. If it probably wasn't for him, then like I probably wouldn't have kept making DVD videos for as long as I did. But there was a guy named Mizpol, Mizpol. And he would have like the fucking like weirdest fucking DVDs you've ever fucking seen in your life. You know, I mean, like movies you've never fucking heard of on formats you've never fucking seen. You know, you'd be like, oh, I have a copy of the movie fucking, I have Ace Ventura 4, but it's on a Super Nintendo cart. And we're like, what the fuck? How did you even get, like, huh? Always have numbered shit and have the lowest fucking number ever. But this horror movie right here is he had a British accent. I can't do a British accent, but you know, oh, this number right here, it was 88. It was numbered to 88, and this one right here is number -7. And it's like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm on Skype one night, and fucking Mizpol adds me on fucking Skype, and I've been telling her, oh, dude, you should get on Skype and shit, man. You know, we can talk and everything, because he lived in England, so the times were different. And Mizpol fucking adds me on fucking Skype. And I was like, fucking hey, man. So I messaged him. I was like, Mizpol, you got Skype, man. That was my fucking exact word to him. Mizpol, you got Skype. No, Skype just shut down the other day. So I was like, Mizpol, you finally got Skype. And the response back was just like fucking antennae blazing. It was just like, Jay Diana remembers Mizpol. So, the response was, yes, I am Mizpol. I'm like, why would he feel the need to announce himself like that? That's odd. So I'm like, let me just ask him a fucking quick question. So like, I think I played it off as like, I was like, dude, isn't it late over there? Like, fucking, what time is it and everything? And I'm waiting for the fucking response. You know? And he was just like, why do you want to know what time it is? And I'm like, God, it should be like fucking late over there, man. 2 minutes go by. I finally get like the correct time from fucking England. And I was like, I swear to God, if this is fucking you. And he was just like, this is a quote that will live in fucking infamy in my fucking brain. But the quote was after I was just like, if this is you, I swear to God. He was like, I just want to be friends, fat ass. Which I'm like, wow, you're off to a fucking great start. So then I had to go tell fucking Mizpol that homeboy's fucking copying them on fucking Skype and shit. And Mizpool did not like that at all. He was like, you tell him I said all that shit. And Mizpool does not get fucking mad. That's the thing. If his old videos are up, I don't know if his old videos are up, but if they are, go look at him. He's the most fucking laid back motherfucker you'll ever see. Like I said, he just has like weird movies and shit. You'd be like, this is like Oreo Cookie the movie. It's on a fucking flash drive. And you're like, what the fuck? Where did he find that? You know? Did I ever meet the... No. Mizpool was like fucking back in the day. That's like when I first started, 15 years ago. And then he quit like a few years after I got into it. But anyway, so now like this fucking kid is like, he's opening up different YouTube accounts, opening up different Skype accounts, and it's just like I can't with this kid anymore. I remember distinctly making a fucking video. I think it was a fucking YouTube update. No, not a YouTube update, DVD update. And I'm talking about it, and I run my fucking fingers through my hair, and you see the fucking hair come out. You know, and again, I was fucking blonde at the time, and I did fucking use a lot of product and shit. So that could have been part of it, but like I just remember the stress from this fucking situation and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fucking nothing compared to the fucking stress from like fucking 5 years ago. But like, then it was just like, fuck, man, I want this guy gig, you know? Yeah, but Mizpool, like I said, he was like an old school fucking guy. He was around when I first started, and he somehow found my channel. Like everybody that's ever fucking found me from fucking before Mizpool was organically. I was never a fucking like, hey, can you fucking give me a shout out? Can you give me a shout out? Like if they gave me a shout out, they gave me a shout out. There was only 2 people that I fished for a shout out for. I may not have outright said like, hey, can you give me a shout out? But like I fished for it. One was like this old DVD updater. Her name was Steph122, I think. That was her name. Didn't really fucking go anywhere with it. And one was Wet Movie 1. I kind of fished for that fucking shout out when I got it and everything, and then we became friends and all that. But everything else, I was never like, hey man, if fucking you shout me out, I'll shout you out and shit. You know, like fucking, everything I've fucking got, I've gotten fucking organically. Yeah, I've poured myself out there a few times. You know, like I think there was a channel one time named Goldfish Eat Souls. He took the interview down, but he wanted to do an interview with me, and I was like, fucking hey, man. I'm a pressor, man. I'll fucking do anything if it'll get my name out there more. And that was like when I was actually trying to be a YouTuber. Now I'm just some fucking dumbass who goes live and shit. So I really don't fucking give a shit. I'll shout you out, bro. I think I have 3 subscribers. Hey, fucking hey. And they're probably all from here. I found you when I looked up wrestling podcast. Oh, yeah, 3-way dance, yeah. Yeah, because that's when I noticed you started coming around. You would leave, like, questions at the fucking, like, podcast and shit, and then, kind of grew from there. Erica only started coming in here because Jax was live. Because if you go back and watch me and Erica's, quote-unquote, or de facto podcast, I should say, where it's half high, half podcast, like, it was a time where me and Erica, we didn't really talk, and shit, but, she only started coming here to support Jax. Jax wanted some more people in here to support her and everything, not just the people who fucking perv on her and shit. So Erica started coming in, and then that kind of opened the gates for us again and everything. You already know I found you. Yep, Wet Movie. Yeah, a lot of people found me through Wet Movie. I think that's just nowadays. I just think it's an out. People can just say, "Oh, I found you through Wet Movie," and I'm just supposed to be like, "Okay," because like I've had so many. You wouldn't think that you would have to lie about fucking where you came from on YouTube. Like Elijah will probably remember this, but we had a cat who came in one night, and he was new. We didn't know him and shit, but he was just like, "Hey, I found you through Movie Chat." Movie Chat's a guy. He doesn't come in here that much anymore because, again, he's on England time and shit. But his name is Richard. But he was like, "Hey, I found you through Movie Chat." And I was like, "Fucking hey, right on, man." So he came in and shit, hung with us that night. The next night, he fucking kind of tweaked a little bit. Then the third night, he fucking like went ape shit. And I asked Richard about him. I was like, "Richard, what's up with this cat Mickey?" And he was like, who? I was like, Mickey, he said he found me from your fucking live. And he was just like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I was like, that explains it. So now people just say they find me from fucking places, and I think they just do it to make up fucking false security. And you know how like fucking how like on Radar, no, he's fucking lying because he found me before the Pop-Tart wall. Does Jack still go live? Unfortunately, on her Facebook, no. I have been meaning to fucking get her on here. I'm like, hey, you gotta come live and shit, but you know, our schedules never fucking match up and shit. You know? I've known Will forever because I am him. I am a figment of his imagination. Okay. Oh yeah, the Shattered Dreams channel. Yeah, that used to be like I thought I was big enough to have a second channel at one point. But that was essentially like my Wasteland channel. And I don't mean Wasteland as like this sucks and put it over. It was just like, all right, if I have something like marinating on the artist channel, then like fucking I'm just gonna throw it on Shattered Dreams 1, then people can see it and shit. You know? I actually do have a fucking third account that's still active, but like I was in the middle. I was trying to rebrand at the time because fucking there was just so much fucking stealing videos and photos and fucking false impersonations of me and shit at the time. That like I was like, all right, I just gotta fucking rebrand. You know, like I can't be the ArtistV1 anymore. You know, because there were so many fucking fake channels made under this name. And like here's a funny story. Brendan once messaged me one day. Brendan, Wet Movie One. He messaged me on Facebook like out of the blue, and he was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I was like, "No, not much, man. You know, fucking bullshit. You know, and it's rare that we fucking like sit around and bullshit." But all of a sudden, he messages me, and he's just like, "So hey, what are you doing with this new YouTube channel?" This is before I had the fucking like rebrand one in my mind, you know. And I'm like, "The fuck you talking about? New channel?" He's like, "The new YouTube channel you made." I was like, "Dude, I have 2 YouTube channels, technically." You know, and he was just like, "Here, hold on," and he sends me this fucking message when YouTube could get messages still. Picture was me. The message was just like, "Hey, Brendan, it's me, Will, or Artist." I think it was, hey, it's me, Artist, and fucking just letting you know this is my new channel. I'm gonna start uploading. It was a very cordial message. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. You know, it was just like, "Hey, this is Artist there," but the channel name should have gave it away. You know, because I looked at the channel name and the channel name was Fat Boy Chronicles, and I was just like, "Really? The name didn't give it away for you? That wasn't me?" You know? I love Shattered Dreams. That was gold. Yeah, that was my Wasteland channel. Like, if it was just something I like, all right, this is Marin. I did have a fucking one of my rare vlogs on that fucking channel. Don't be like, oh, let's see it. Oh, that channel's gone. I deleted the channel. I had an interview with wrestler Chris Mastos on that channel. Got over like 1,000 views. The main reason I fucking deleted it was because this is unreal. You're not even gonna fucking believe this story when I fucking tell it. So here's why I deleted the fucking channel. So as you guys know, I've had my fucking fair issue of fucking trolls on here and everything. Well, like the fucking West Virginia fucking troll, should have known. His fucking big deal with me is that I get upset at the comments. That's one of his fucking things with me is that I get upset at the comments, and I'm just like, I don't even know how to fucking entertain that. Because I'm just like, you keep accusing me of something I didn't do, and you expecting me to just be like, okay, they're just being a troll, and we fucking move on. No. So anyway, over on the Shattered Dreams channel, that's where I post my Wasteland shit. I just got done making this video called Moments with the ArtistV1. We watched it on here recently and everything. And the way I filmed that fucking video, like the poker chip thing, I literally held and fucking did those poker chips for like fucking like 6 minutes, but you only saw like the fucking minute version of it. I did it for like 6 minutes, just staring at the camera, doing other shit. That drink thing, like 4 minutes fucking long for each fucking bit. I recorded each bit and just combined it into like one fucking video. The Whitney Houston thing. The Whitney Houston, me singing Whitney Houston, did the whole fucking song because I was playing SingStar at the time. And I was like, I have it all right here in front of me. I have to look up the lyrics. Boom. So I just hit the record, did the whole fucking thing. I'll throw that in the fucking video. It'll be all right. The video goes up, and fucking Whitney Houston a few weeks later, fucking dies. And I'm just like, damn, that sucks. Whitney Houston fucking died, you know? And I'm just like, I can kind of capitalize on this momentum right now. I could go viral with this. And this was the other video I was talking about. This was the video I thought I was just like, I could go viral. And I don't, usually when I upload a video, I never had that thought. But this was like one of 2 times that I fucking had that thought. So I had the raw fucking footage of just me from beginning to end, just belting fucking Whitney Houston. Because for that video, I wanted to be loud and boisterous and fucking active and hand motions and shit. Spirit fingers. So I posted just the raw fucking uncut footage of that. The only thing that I changed about it was bathtubs Whitney Houston. The only thing I changed about it was I turned off the comments. And the reason why I turned off the comments was, just in case. I didn't want to. I didn't want like fucking like you're exploiting her death, and I didn't want that bullshit. So I was like, I'm just gonna turn this shit off, let people enjoy it, because I think I did like me singing Whitney Houston, rest in peace, something like that. I don't know, something in the title like that bullshit. Did that, and somehow apparently my West Virginia fucking troll, he found this video and he was fucking offended. I've never seen somebody so fucking offended in my life that I had comments turned off. I mean, he's going to every other fucking video he can comment on and fucking like just ripping me a new asshole because I have the fucking comments off on that one video. And like how disrespectful it is. Like, you would think like, oh, he's trolling. No, he was fucking for real. You can tell when people are trolling, when people are fucking serious. And like, he was serious. He was fucking offended that I turned off comments for this fucking video. And about how like a fucking horrible fucking person I am, that I turned off the comments, how I should go kill myself because like people can't comment on this fucking video now, and all this shit. I'm fucking mystified. I'm just like, dude, it ain't that fucking serious, man. Like it ain't that fucking, like it ain't that fucking for real, bro. It's a stupid video. Me singing Whitney Houston, and I turn off the comments and shit. So like after that, and then once it started spreading, because that was kind of like the catalyst of like everything fucking spreading to like other channels and everything. I deleted the fucking channel. I was like, fuck it, I don't need it. Get rid of it. Used to have a YouTube fan page, got rid of that because it just became a fucking hotbed of just like anybody can fucking like. I don't understand how like if you're Pepsi, you can activate like, hey, you can come to the page if you like this, but fucking we can't. That's some fucking honk. Where the fuck is Eric at? That's some honky bullshit, Janice. Okay. What it's like to get trolled by someone with overalls and no shoes. It just that's not trolling. What you do, Brett, I consider trolling. But this guy's stalking me for fucking 15 years, and when he gets bored, he likes to throw some fucking false accusations on fucking 4chan and then sits back and fucking relaxes? No, that's not trolling. Shut up, Brett. I don't know where he's from, but to my knowledge, his name is Don Williams, allegedly. And the only time I ever got to see him, I've told this story before, but this is the only time I ever got to see him because at one point he had some fucking YouTube channel that he was using to fucking torment me, of course. And I went to his channel because I'm just like, does he have fucking people who follow him or something? I went to his channel. He had 2 videos up, one of which I don't even remember. Don't even ask me. The other one was titled My Sexy Neighbor. And I'm like, West Virginia. Sexy. Okay. This I gotta see. You know? You have this is how you get interest, because like you have gauged my interest. You're a fucking stupid ass who fucking, you know, gets offended when comments are turned off on a video, so you can't fucking tear it apart. You know, you at this point you've been following me for, at that point it had been 4 years, mind you. I am dying to see what you consider a sexy neighbor. I'm dying to see this. Click the video. Click the video. Girl doesn't even know she's being fucking recorded. You know, but there's like a side view, like the profile view. And I hear him say, hey. And like the girl turns and she does Big Don in the house, which is why I think his name is Don, because that kind of matches up and shit. But the girl looks at the fucking camera and like, listen, God bless this girl. I don't know her, but God bless her. But like fucking sexy would not be the fucking adjective that I would use for this person. Listen, Jax, sexy. Erica, sexy. Jennifer, double sexy. But for this person in this video, far from fucking sexy. Looks a little inbred if you ask me. That's just me. Anyway, she then proceeds to say, Big Don in the house, and then says something else. I don't even fucking remember because I'm high right now. And then fucking that's it. The video ends. And I'm just like, that's what he considers sexy? And shit. It was the most, oh God. And I'm like, this is the guy who gets bored every fucking, how big was her lady? I don't know. This is the guy that, like I said, like every fucking like 5 years, he likes to just go on 4chan. He's like, oh, let me throw his link out so we can go and fucking torture him. He gets mad at you, but he's filming women without their consent. He'll tell you, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, God bless the girl. I don't know her. I mean, for all I know, she could be a fucking funny lady. For all I know, you know. But like, but in this video that he had posted of her, you know, it was far from sexy. You know. It should have been titled "My Inbred Neighbor." Is what it should have been fucking titled. You know. Oh yeah, Jennifer, you go. I don't know if it's still public. If I were to go look through the whole lives, there's like a whole fucking live one night where I had to break down every fucking lie that this guy told about me. You know, this was before I found out that it wasn't the truth that they were looking for. It was just, you know, fucking bullshit. But like I had to break down. I'm like, all right, he said this. All right, it wasn't it was in. You know, and you know, like that's how much I had to fucking break it down and shit. You know, it was fucking awful. I knew it was fucked when I actually made a video saying, like, here I am, not in the fucking registry. Like, here are all the places, states I've lived in, and I'm not in the registry. And they're still like, nope, you're wrong. And I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, it's just ignorancy at this point. You know, because there's no way they could just look at this fucking evidence and be like, oh, you know. If you find, oh God, I'd have to look through fucking hundreds of hours. No, it's alive. Oh, let's put Jennifer on the spot right now. This should be good. I've sent you multiple podcast episodes before. How many have you listened to? I could go through our conversation right now and find them if you like the receipts. Well, let's see here. Okay, I'm looking on Facebook. Maybe I should look for the right text. Hold on. You do know I'm going to find this receipt, right? You do know that, right? I'll give you a chance to backtrack while I'm looking for this. Because I know I've sent you episodes of the podcast where you've asked me about something where I'm just like, hey, there's a podcast episode about it, instead of me just like, here, let me just sit here and ramble. That's what fucking Tuesday nights are for. But, I know I've done this. Why can't I find them? I know I have. Yes, I watched half your episodes, hence my name. You told me about it. I'm pretty sure I've sent you links. Because I'm like, oh, here's the episode right here. We want to listen to it. Okay, yeah, it's not on Facebook. I just reached the top of our Facebook. But we talk more on text than we do Facebook. Can you search words on YouTube? That would be fucking... Or on iPhone? That would be helpful. Yeah. Because I know that's happened. I know you've like asked me about something, and I'm just like, instead of just telling you here's the link to the podcast. I think I just saw it. Oh shit! Sorry, that message orange receipt. Yeah. I'll just sit back and wait for my apology. Boy. Yep, I'll just take a bow and another bow. All right. Because I do believe that was a link to the podcast. And can we watch something? You have any fucking ideas on what to watch? And given my whole speech, it has to be something we all agree on. No child left behind. I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh, Jennifer, you can apologize in other ways later. I think Jennifer, Taylor, and the homies would like watching this. We watched all the episodes. Oh, no, let's not watch something we already watched. When I went back and watched it live, I did see my fucking smooth line to Jennifer, and nobody fucking reacted, so I guess it wasn't that smooth. Wasn't Erica watching with us? Now we have a crew. I wouldn't say we have a crew, but... You're intrigued? All right. We've already watched them before, but... There we go. Sorry. You coming up, fucker? Why is share screen not working? All right. We won't watch all of them, but we'll watch one. Oh, they might be gone. Ah, here it is. Got it.
I tend to cry. During and after sex with my partners.
This one.
Jackie, I can relate.
Yeah.
And I actually experienced it very publicly too.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Thoughtline.
Oh my.
All right, who's all buffering? Well, apparently it was bad enough for people to 5 fuckers to leave. 5. I fucking hate YouTube. I hate it. I hate it so much.
That's good advice.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Thoughtline. What is the sexy question we can help you with today?
I want to take more nudes, but I just always feel really awkward when I take them. And I wanted to ask your advice on how to feel more confident taking them, and also if you had any tips.
You have called the experts. We take nudes for a living.
Amazing.
I like to start by setting the mood for my nudes. I like to play some music that gets me in the zone, that makes me feel hot. And then the most important thing for taking nudes is a light source, is having good lighting. I love to have a big window, nice natural light.
You don't want harsh overhead lighting because it's going to cast shadows. Over is going to increase cellulite. It's going to increase all of like the shadows in your face. So you want to have that big, bright light source.
If you're taking something in the dark, it's going to be grainy. It's just not going to be hot. And then we need to talk about angles, which, Emma, you've got incredible angles.
Thank you so much. I think that the low angles are always nice because it's really like helping show like the underside of your tits. It's helping with the curves from your body. It's definitely going to make your ass look bigger. Coming from the top, like for most people, it makes them feel awkward a little bit. It might make your head look too big. And you want to really just accentuate those tits in the butt. But then it's also, you can get some feet in there. You can get on your back and really spread your legs. But it's nice to have like your titties and your ass, maybe like some pussy in there, and really help accentuate the things that you love the most about your own body.
And you know what? It takes time to find your angles. If you haven't taken a lot of nudes, then don't expect to take your phone out and just have great photos straight away. You have to spend time with yourself and your body to figure out, how does my body look best? Do I need to push my hip out more? Or, oh my gosh, I've taken a couple of photos and I feel awkward and I don't like them. You kind of need to persevere and just find your angles, because everybody is different.
And just keep clicking away.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So That all makes sense. That's super helpful. Thank you.
Of course. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I love taking nudes.
Yeah.
I think that even if I'm in my bed, it's also really nice. Like the overhead shot in the bed is nice because you can really have like that nice curve to your body. It always looks really good.
Your body looks good from every angle. So it must be, in my mind, it must be so easy for you to take nudes. You can't take a bad photo.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and I tend to cry during and after sex with my partners, and I'm wondering if that's normal or not.
Jackie, I can relate.
Yeah.
I love a crygasm. And I actually experienced it very publicly too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did a scene with Manuel Ferreira. We had sex for a full hour and I just started crying in his arms. For 20 minutes after the scene, I was just sobbing. It was such a connected, incredibly passionate scene. That's one of my most viewed videos, most viral videos ever. And in fact, the New York Post wrote an article about this scene. That scene with Manuel was just so intense for me. So yeah, if you want to see someone else crying after a great sex session, just look up Angela White Manuel Ferrara Cream Pie. It's available on my Pornhub channel, so don't feel bad watching it for free. It's out there for you. So yeah, it's completely normal. When you cry after sex, is it happy tears, relieved tears, sad tears? What do those tears represent to you?
I think that it's connected to having an intense orgasm, but I don't always know what the emotion is that I'm feeling, but it's like kind of shocking for me and for my partners when I just start weeping after sex.
Oh, I kind of think that's beautiful though. You're having an emotional release as well.
I don't think it's anything to feel ashamed of. But also, I do think that if it is a common occurrence, it might be good to give a heads up to your partner.
Yeah, if they know in advance that, hey, after I come, I might have a release of emotion and I may end up crying, and say, like, doesn't mean anything bad happened, doesn't mean I'm upset.
Yeah.
I'm just releasing that emotional energy. If you tell your partners that beforehand, I think that will make sure they feel comfortable in the moment when it happens.
Exactly.
What kind of thing do you think I should say to them? Like, what do you say?
I would just say, hey, you know, if you fuck me really well, you might make me come from my pussy and my eyes. That's not how I would put it. But no, I would say if we have really connected sex and I'm really enjoying myself and I feel safe with you, there could be tears, but it has nothing to do with you. You've done a great.
Okay, I'm calling it here because we lost. Plus, for some reason, my computer is not playing along with share screen tonight. That was a good metaphor, though. Yeah. Well, it's not even 8 o'clock yet, so I mean that's I guess that's a good thing. I guess usually we can catch that 8 o'clock crowd. So I like I'm a restaurant now. We're gonna catch that 8 o'clock crowd. They're gonna come in here and get their buffet. Everybody's already got their early bird special. Oh, and which one can you listen to talk all day? Fucking Angela White or Emma Rose? Yeah, fucking, yeah, that. If I could have lit a paper plane on fire and threw it, that was the equivalent of how fast people fucking left. I was taking notes. Yeah, there was one night where like we fucking watched all of them because they were actually pretty entertaining. They're actually pretty entertaining. But like, you know, I'm trying not to fucking go back to the same well. Oh, Angela White. Man, I tried getting both of their autographs, Angela White and Emma Rose. But like Angela White, of course, being the #1 in the world or top 5 in the world, like fucking, she's a hard one to come across at a good price. And Emma Rose, you know, since she's a trans star, like, you know, they're fucking that's what makes them more expensive, is them being trans. And I was just like, fuck, I'm not paying $50 for fucking Emma Rose. I don't think I paid $50 for any fucking porn star I have. No. No, that's not true. Nah, I paid fucking $50 for one. Lucy Lee. Talked them down from 80 though. So. Oh, Emma Rose? Oh, okay. You know, I actually looked up their work after this, and she does a scene with Angela White, and I looked up that scene. I was like, wow, this actually works. You know. But I think it was Jennifer who threw out the idea for fucking top 20 porn stars, and like that. In theory, that sounds like fun, but like once I started listening to some of the porn stars, I like, y'all are gonna be like, you know. Believe it or not, I think Lucy Lee is the most normal fucking porn star I like. Oh, Taylor suggested that one. Okay, I thought it was you. You co-signed it. Ah, gotcha. I don't know. I just think we put the fucking gas. We pressed the gas too hard on that fucking. It was one of those things where like we're having too much fucking of a good thing, and fucking, you know, fuckers had to fuck it up and shit, you know. Because like I said, you know, I mean, I know, you know, Jennifer had fun, Elijah had fun, and everything, but like that fucking Sunday, I left with a really bitter taste in my mouth. You know, I was like, I'm gonna get out there, play some fucking golf and shit. You know, but like I was kind of high, and I was like, maybe I'm overreacting. That's why I went to Denver. I was like, maybe, you know, she had fresh eyes on it. You know, so I was just like, all right, let me see what she said. You know, like I had fun, but you know, it was okay. I was just like, nah, you're fucking lying to me. I went back and fucking watched it, and I was just like, so this is where it nosedived. Okay, I got it now. All right, I've been fucking. Then me and Jennifer made a suicide pact. She's gonna do me, and then she's gonna do herself, so that's good. Which that came out of nowhere, because like I was talking about one thing, and then all of a sudden it was just like, God, I want to do a suicide pact. I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't know where the fuck it came from, because I was talking about something completely different. But when somebody brings up suicide pact, you kind of just fucking roll with that one. Anyway, I digress. So I was just like, okay, yeah. So I humored that, and I was like, okay, if we could circle back to this fucking conundrum that I'm in, you know. And she just kept reiterating, I had fun, you know. I think the last like fucking thing I said, and I was like, I get it, you had fun, I get it, you know. But Will stop. Oh, sorry. I thought you were okay with me saying that. I'm sorry. Oh, it was a joke. Oh, damn. Because we added some amendments to that fucking pact, and look at Elijah over here, like fucking wow. LOL. Motherfucker came into my motherfucker looking for wrestling chat rooms and shit. And then he comes in here and he gets presented with a fucking beautiful Latina girlfriend or a situationship. And not one time has fucking Elijah been like, hey, well, thanks. Thanks. Just a little fucking, you know. Not one time has he ever fucking thanked me for that. Not one time. Never. Then he's gonna come in here and be like, fucking, wow, what? I gotta be fucking alone forever? What kind of horse shit is this? I'm trying to fucking work some magic here, damn it. And you're trying to fuck it up. You're trying to fuck it up for me. I'd rather you fuck it up than somebody else come in here and fuck it up. There was some movie called God is a Bullet or something. God is a DJ or something. I don't know. There it is. God is a Bullet. That was close. I can't feel my lips, dude. Oh, speaking of can't feeling stuff, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So if you guys remember when I fucking fell on the live because I had no fucking, power in my fucking thighs, here's what I didn't fucking tell you guys. So, what was it, Monday? Monday, when we ordered Chinese food. No, it had to be Sunday. Right? I don't know. Whatever day I fucking, if y'all go back and see whatever day I fucking order Chinese food, that's sad that my fucking online fucking, my life is through online activity. You can go back to a day and figure out which day I ordered Chinese food. Anyway, I'm digressing. Point is, the day I got Chinese food, I stood up out of my chair to grab my Chinese shit and fucking throw it away and everything. And I could feel that fucking like pain and like, muscle and everything in my thighs and everything. And y'all can't see it, but there's like a fucking path leading to a trash can over here. I literally get to like 2 steps before I can fucking reach out and put the fucking like food in the fucking trash can. And both my fucking knees said, later. And like they just came out from under me and I hit the fucking ground. So I'm like, this might be fucking serious. So I asked the doctor about it yesterday. And I told her what happened. Because she was like, has there been any muscle aches? Da, da, da. I was just like, kind of. Because she started chuckling because like she knows how like I fucking twist words and shit. Like, can you describe that? Like, I think one time she asked me, she was like, are you sexually active? And I'm like, describe active. She was like, I'm just going to put no. I'm like, that might be best. So I asked her about it. I was like, hey, listen, yeah, I have had some aches and pains, and they kind of led to some falls I've been having. Like, my fucking thighs just kind of gave out, and boom, I'm on the floor. Kind of hard to get up and everything. I didn't tell her about the second one. Oh, man, I didn't tell her about the second one. And she was just like, okay, I take this drug called atorvastatin. And what atorvastatin does, it helps kind of keep the cholesterol in order and everything, make sure, make sure everything's, ship shape. So, but with one of the side effects of that fucking drug can be, like aches and pains in the muscles and shit like that. And I had that when I first took it, but hasn't really been a problem since. So she was just like, extended use of atorvastatin could lead to, what was it, muscle breakdown? I think that's what it was. Hey, Jax. It could lead to muscle breakdown and shit. So she was like, you know what? We're going to do a lab on the way out. And it's amazing what blood tests can fucking do. Like, I think it's amazing that a fucking blood test, you can look at and be like, oh, your liver functions fine. And then I'm like, fucking, how do you know that without going in? Anyway, again, I'm fucking all over the place. Anyway, so we do the fucking blood test to see if, like, that's the problem. Like, the atorvastatin, see if that's what's making me fucking fall down and shit. And the results came in and fucking nothing. We're back at square one. Yeah. Just thought I'd let everybody know about that. Oh, fuck, Will. What are they going to do now? I don't know. Yeah. I didn't tell nobody about it till just now, but I did tell the doctor. Maybe it was low blood pressure. No, because low blood pressure. Oh, no, because I wasn't lightheaded. I've had extremely low blood pressure before. That's how I just discovered I was allergic to a fucking pill. Or not allergic. I'm technically not allergic to it. It just, let's just say it works really well. Let's just put it like that. So I know what low blood pressure is because, like, fucking, I almost died one day. That was fun. Yeah, like I can't remember what day I got Chinese food, but whatever day I got Chinese food, I know I was down here eating it, ate it, and I put the stuff like right here. Again, y'all can't see the shit that's right here, but I had it right here, and I was playing a game and everything. I was like, you know what? Let me take this to the trash can. And I picked it up, and like I could feel like the aches. I'm like, motherfucker, you know, like I like almost shuffling to the fucking trash can and everything, and then like I said, like right before I fucking got there, just like both my knees, and I just went down. I was taking a medication that made my blood pressure really low and my knees would just give out. I mean, I'll ask her to look into that, but I don't think it's the issue. But hey, I'm not a doctor, so I mean, because like when I had the low blood pressure and everything, man, I had like straight fucking tunnel vision. You know, I couldn't fucking focus for anything. Like, I was at work when this happened, so, like, if you would have told me what I did with those customers and what I said to them and everything, I couldn't fucking tell you. It was literally the definition of going through the motions. Because, like, I honestly don't fucking remember anything about that. Yeah, about helping those customers. I just remember I had customers and I helped them. I don't remember fucking anything after that. But that drug is lisinopril. If anybody's curious. So I'm not allergic to it, but it's under my allergies for lisinopril. But it works really well. I think like the blood pressure medicine I'm on now is like the lowest dosage they can give because of that. They don't want me to have like too fucking low blood pressure again. Because that was like the issue for a while when they were putting me on this medicine. I told them what happened. I was like, this ain't gonna be like the lisinopril shit, is it? And they're just like, what happened on lisinopril? I was like, well, fucking raise the file. No, I didn't say that. But told them what happened and everything. They're just like, okay, well, we'll give you a low dosage, and if we're good on this, then we'll just keep it down. I was like, all right. They're like, if anything happens, call us. I'm like, okay. You know, so I took it, and it seems to be working. But, you know, but like, here's the thing, though. Like, I'll push up. Y'all see me push up on this chair and move back a lot and everything, right? So, like, sometimes when I push up on the chair and everything, it's in my thighs. It's, like, right here in the fucking, like, I have no strength there. Like, that's what it is. And, like, that time I fell, I just had enough strength to fucking stand up. And then I went to take a step, and there was, like, nothing. Just boom, you know? So, I don't know. Doctor just said, like, okay, there's no sign of that. Like, my fucking test is normal, apparently, on it. I've been kind of curious about my iron levels, though. That would be nice. Did the gummies cause it? I don't know. Is that a side effect? I mean, I wouldn't think that it would because, like, I've been doing them for so long. For something new like that to just pop up all of a sudden, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? I had a panic attack once due to a Delta 8. My feet went numb. That lets you know they're working. You non-narcotic sissy pansy. Like, oh, my feet went numb. What the fuck? If my feet don't go numb, I'm worried. I'm like, well, fuck, these suck. If my feet don't go numb. You're buying the wrong shit. Oh, no, you're buying the good shit, I mean. You're buying the good shit if your feet are going numb. On Delta 8. I'm always looking for something stronger on that fucking website. I was like, I want something like just, like I said before, I want something called like rigor mortis. That's what I fucking sign me up, man. This one was called Gigabytes. And I was just like, all right, we kind of went techno with it, but all right, I guess if they fucking work, I'll give them that. Hopefully it's not the yeah, because I'll tell you right now, if it somehow is the gummies and shit like that, that's it. We're done. There is no more fucking funky because I'm not gonna fucking keep doing that bullshit. Or if it's like a brand, then like maybe I can fucking, you know what, to be, you know what, now I'm breaking this down in my head. I've never had that problem until I had these. Now that I'm breaking it down. Once I had these, that's when I fucking all of a sudden have a fucking problem where I just fucking fall out of nowhere on days when I'm not high. Oh, there's 2 left in here? Oh shit. I thought I had 1. I don't know. Usually when they ask me, like, you know, alcohol, I'm like, no. Drugs, no. I mean, like, it was my quote unquote physical at the fucking doctor, and like fucking, it was like, okay, you're a former smoker, you used to smoke, and she was like, how many packs a day did you smoke? I'm like, packs? What the fuck? Oh, I smoke like 4. She was like, packs? I'm like, no, I'm like 4 cigars a day or something like that. And she was like, oh, you're a cigar smoker. Okay. You know? No, I wasn't high either time I fell. Remember, I fell when we were gaming. That was on a Friday. You know, I don't like to fucking okay, so that's what it was. It was no, that was the first time I was trying to pick up the Chinese food one. But like, yeah, it was a Friday because I don't like to get high before I have to go to work the next day. And you know what, come to think of it, when I had Chinese food, I'm pretty sure I was live the night before. I can't remember. If they took blood, THC would be in your blood, I think. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'll see what the doctor messaged me back. She hasn't messaged me back yet. She's a busy lady, so I like her though. There was only one time she kind of really pissed me off because I felt like they were trying to get rid of me. You know, which I could kind of understand because you know, every fucking 3 months I go and it's like you're still fucking up, and I'm like, but you know, like I said, I've had this revelation lately, and fucking, she actually said something at the fucking physical that like I didn't like. She was just like, okay, this could be an early sign of kidney damage, and I'm just like, beg pardon? You know, so I was just like, man, I gotta get my shit in order, man. You know? Was it you did that amazing golf shot? I was like, fuck yeah, it was. I was high as fuck. I was fucking blitz. Dude, man, I'm down here fucking watching Simpsons and fucking playing golf, and I'm fucking having the best fucking game of my life, man. I'm playing it today. I'm missing fucking putts from like 9 feet away. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? What is going on here, man? Like, fucking, is that the only time I can play PGA now? Is when I'm fucking blitzed and shit? I should stop playing Lawnmower Simulator High. That's gonna be fucked. I've been playing a lot more of that lately. Speaking of simulator, let me see if they released the last Power Wash. No, damn. Yeah, I was playing it today before I went live and shit, man. I was like, I'll sit down here until I gotta go live and shit. This is like a 3:40. I get done with the game at like 4:14. And like I was in the lead and shit, but I was just pissed off all like some of the shots that I fucking missed. And I was just like, are you serious? I can only play this game when I'm fucking high? Like, fuck this. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm going upstairs, so I gotta go live. You know, I'll just go watch fucking YouTube video. I was watching my mini golf girl that I like. It's another Muckingham file. So it could be 1, 2, or 3 levels. The last one was only 1. Kind of people were pissed off about that. But there was a Life is Strange reference in it, so I was like, all right, this is cool. And like, I'm fairly certain. Okay, here's something out of the blue for you. So, every now and then I like to watch fucking true crime documentaries and shit, right? And I watch like them fucking ones on YouTube that fucking horrible fucking AI voice over them sometimes. No, I didn't. Like I said, they'll ask like, "Oh, alcohol?" I'm like, "No." Drugs? No. But I just leave it at that. So I listen to these fucking true crime categories, shows and everything, like these shit ones, everything. Fucking everything from like shoplifters gone wrong or shoplifters caught red-handed to like fucking, murder cases and shit. I'll watch fucking all if I'm in the mood and shit. So I'm actually watching. You should bring it up next time. Yeah, maybe. Just in case, yeah. Because, like, I don't think anything about him, but, like, now I'm fucking following and shit. So I'm watching one day, and now, to understand this, like, I know y'all are going to think, like, oh, well, that could have been something else, and, like, yeah, you're probably right. But, like, listen, when I used to work at fucking Hy-Vee, I would sometimes think I'd hear my name. And I would look in the direction that it came from, and there'd be nobody there. Now, there's many different fucking possibilities as to what it was. Somebody with the same name, they said it. There's numerous fucking possibilities here. But it would happen more than fucking once. I know it's a grocery store, a lot of fucking foot traffic, but still, I would hear my name, and I'd fucking turn around and see it, and there's nobody fucking there. And I'm like, huh. So like that one, I was like, okay, I can, there's many different possibilities. I'll be in like a fucking store somewhere and hear my fucking phone go off. Hear my phone, I'm like, oh, let me see what that was. And look at it, there's nothing. Again, you can be like, oh, that could have been a person a couple aisles down and shit like that. But yeah, it could be a person a couple aisles down if I didn't hear it from my pocket. So I'm watching this fucking crime documentary one night. And it's about this girl who's fucking, apparently she was bipolar, went nuts, killed her family, the classics. And they're just talking about how she was bipolar, how she was fucking needing therapy. And finally, like, when I tried to explain this to people before, like, they're just, they didn't have a fucking term for it. And they finally gave me a term for it. It was auditory hallucinations. And I was like, fucking hey, it has a name. It finally has a fucking name. I'm trying out a new WFH job. Oh, work from home. Work from home. I'm there. I got it. Hoping it's not a scam. And I wish I could fucking do a work from home job, man. I swear. I would. I would fucking call fucking people all day. Fucking, hi, would you like to go to Atlanta for only fucking $4? No? Cool. Click. No, it was probably me too, because like I said, my share screen's not fucking being nice with me. I could tell while we're trying to watch Thoughtline. Elijah's brilliant idea that lost 10 people. Get out. No. And like I said, I was supposed to have an endoscopy done tomorrow, but like it's a hassle right now. So I was just like, fucking, and plus it was like stressing me out and everything. So I was like, fuck it, cancel it. And then I rescheduled it. But I was like, if I can cancel it right now, then it's not a fucking problem. You know, so I found. Sorry, man. You thought it would be fun. Oh, I thought it'd be fun to watch it again with more people. Yeah, we had more people. And then once I put it on, they're just like, fuck this noise. Fuck Angela White and her big ass titties. Which, why would you ever say that? I guess maybe I have a high gay community. I don't know. I don't know. But then if they're gay, they should love big titties. Gay guys love big titties for some reason. I don't get it. Question book. I mean, I guess, yeah, we can do that. As long as it's something to keep us going here. All right. God, I hope we land on different fucking numbers. I swear to God. Oh, fuck it. I never want to see that again. He shoots, he scores! Okay, sorry. I was enjoying it. I'll probably watch a couple. Yeah, there was only I think 4 or 5 episodes. There's not a lot. Like I said, me, Leo, and everybody, we watched them all in one fucking night. Because at first we're just like, what's this? He. And then we started watching it. We're like, oh, this is actually pretty fucking entertaining. We were kind of upset that we couldn't find more episodes. We're like, damn, this is it? This is all they did? You know, we're kind of pissed. Wait a minute, 74. Wait a minute. Didn't we just fucking do this last time we did this fucking book? If I look at 74, 76, 78, and we fucking did these last time, that's it. We're done. Okay, we've done them before, but they weren't from last time. Okay. Hey, that's how I found out Angela White does a scene with a trans girl. And I actually didn't watch it. I was like, wow, this actually fucks hard. No pun intended. Leo, for some reason, refuses to watch it. I think he has a phobia, I think. Baby back bitches. I didn't say it. All right, 74. That's the first one here. Which, strangely, we have not done before. Oh, yeah, we have. My bad. All right, 74. What is your least favorite photograph of myself that someone has placed in a picture frame? I was trying to not do the 400 for everything. Oh, was that what we did last time? 400s? Yeah, because we were living in 400s last time, weren't we? Let me look here. No, 400s look okay. Like I said, I will say I got my fucking $8 worth out of this book. But I'm just amazed that fucking every time that we pulled this book out, they're like number 69. I'm just like, how the fuck? Well, I can see how we did number 69 9 times, but I know there's another one in here that I'm just like, how the fuck did we end up doing this one 6 times? You know, probably because, and by, bitches. So anybody have a fucking least favorite photo of them that was in a frame? If no one's gonna answer, then we're fucking definitely not doing this. Okay, there we go. My mom has a photo of me, her, and her brother. My mom and brother look fine, but I hate how I look at it. That means you probably look good, and you just think you look bad in it. My grandma had a pic of me in the bath. I was 5. Framed? Okay. That's what I'm trying to think. There's bad pictures of me, but I never let them get to the fucking frame stand. In fact, Jax just actually sent some fucking old pictures of fucking me to our group chat, and I was just like, oh fuck. My fucking spine shivered when I saw them because I was just like, oh, the dark times. You know? has in the living room. Picture with my sisters that my dad has in the living room. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't really think of one that made it to the frame stage. Because, like, hey, I don't have a lot of fucking frame pictures of me. And he saw my ass. I hate it. Yeah, I can't think of, because, like, if I don't like the picture, then I'm not going to let you fucking frame it. You know? Like I say, I can think of bad photos. But I can't think of bad, like, frame photos. All right. 76. All right, basic, to the point. Who's your favorite singer? Norah Jones, baby. Give me some of that Norah Jones. Taylor Swift. Okay, here, because this is what these fucking lives are about. So when me and Justice would shop for each other as teenagers and shit, it was just like we'd go into like a CD store. I'd pick one, he'd pick one, we'd pay for them, put them in a bag, we'd swap them in the fucking car. Merry Christmas. That was how we Christmas shop. One year we fucking went, and I just got into fucking Norah Jones and shit. And the first album was out and everything. So we did our fucking yearly tradition. We went to Barnes and Noble, and his mom had to fucking do something, so she had to fuck off for a minute. But she was like, "I'll be back at like this time," and we're like, "Cool." So we're looking and shit. He finds some fucking CDs like this one. I'm like, "Cool." I was like, "Here, I'm gonna fucking rock with this," and he was just like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." You know, I was like, "I heard the song and everything. It sounds pretty good." He's like, "All right, whatever." So we fucking pay and everything, and they put it in the bag. His mom had to come in and get something too. So fucking we're in the fucking mall, and she pulls out the thing. She's like, "All right, that's yours. Whose is this one?" Just like, "That's fine." You know, she pulls out the other one. "Whose is this?" And it was Norah Jones. I was like, "That's fine." It was just like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay." Because, like, you know, they've known me for like fucking years at this point. And, like, Norah Jones was not on their fucking like bingo card for me. Oh, yeah. Well, who's your favorite singer? Sorry. Halsey, I guess. I don't know. I would only say Norah Jones because, like, I mean, like, it's somebody, like, really out of the ordinary for me. And plus, like, some of her songs, man, like, fucking, I remember just listening to, like, her third album, Not Too Late. She has a third album called Not Too Late, obviously, because it just fucking said it. But, like, fucking that album, there's only, like, one song that, like, I could really live without. All the rest, man, like, fucking, that's just good fucking listening, man. I give a fuck with that album. That's like one of those things where, like, fucking, put me on a deserted album. Put me on a deserted island with an album. That's probably one I'm gonna pick. You know, really, it would be James Blunt. Aren't you like the fucking president of his fan club? You know, you and all 9 of his fans. I can't say that joke anymore. I used to fucking rag on Jack all the time for fucking, like, still love it. Look, James Blunt put out a fucking great song years ago and everything. It was great. But, like, Jack still fucks with fucking James Blunt. It just blows my mind and everything up until, like, last year. And here's why. Because, like, I saw a fucking kid on American Idol sing this song by James Blunt. And it was just like, wow, that was very fucking moving. You know, and it's actually a pretty good fucking song. So I was just like, wow, I actually found 2 James Blunt songs I fucking like. So I can't fucking rag on Jax for being, like, the only fucking, like, James Blunt fan anymore. Hey, he's really big in the UK. What was the song? Monsters. There was a kid on American Idol. Apparently his dad died recently. And so, you know, he already had the story for American Idol. And he came on and sung that song, and it just fucking tears the fucking part Lionel Richie and fucking, you know, Luke Bryan and fucking Katy Perry at the time. Fucking goes on, wins the fucking whole shebang, and like he even got to perform it with James Blunt. But fuck it, let's watch it. Fuck it. Well, I'll see if it'll play along. Let's. Where is the? Here it is. This is fucking American Idol. So if we do get dinged for some reason, drop a number down there so I know that we got dinged.
Oh, before they turn off all the lights, I won't read you your wrongs or your rights. The time is gone. I'll tell you goodnight, close the door. Tell you I love you once more. Time is gone, so here it is. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So, Daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid, it's my turn. Sleep a lifetime, yes, and breathe the last word. You can feel my hand on your arm. I will be the last one, so I'll leave the light on. Let there be no darkness in your heart. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So, Daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase the monsters away.
I think I have watched the music video. I just don't fucking lie. I got the fucking warning. Heads up. We have detected video in your stream belonging to someone else. I got that. All right. All that just to say fucking like I found 2 songs about James Blunt. I like that. All right, 78. This one's very vague, but all right. What's the one thing you would never do? I mean, it's a very broad fucking question because there's a lot of shit. Like, I could say, like, I will never shit on a homeless man. But, you know, repeat, sorry. What is the one thing you would never do? Edge of, oh, God damn it. Where's your handler tonight? I'm trying to think. Like I said, it's a very broad question. Because like I said, I can say, like, I'll never shit on a homeless person. All right. I would never not talk to my mom again. Okay. Is it because you two have a strong bond, or is it because, oh, we're family? Swim as an adult. I hate it. Really? You're not a fan of swimming? Okay. Because, like, I know fuckers who are just like, because we have a bond and because she's my best friend. Because, like, I know fuckers who are just like, you know, I know that person's a no good, dirty, fucking lying motherfucking piece of shit, but they're family. Like, to me, that just doesn't make any fucking sense. You know? And I have those people in my fucking family. I have both of them. I have people in my family that I'm just like, I would not fucking give you, I would not pee on you if you were on fire. You know? And I have people in my family that are just like, come on, you shouldn't be that way. They're family. You know, fuck off. You know? I refuse to talk to my family member. See, there we go. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Okay, that's what I was getting at. Like, would you refuse to talk to her because, like, you know, just because she's family? Or, okay, that's what I was getting at. Okay. All right, $5.99. Second time. All right, what's the lowest you've been in your life? My mom and dad made me swim a lot as a kid. Okay, but it's not the 8 o'clock crowd we're gonna get. We're gonna get that fucking 9 o'clock crowd. That's where we're gonna fucking get them tonight. We're gonna fucking get them at 9. Let me tell you. Fucking tonight's our night, damn it. I forgot the question. What is it? $5.99. The lowest you've been in my life. Probably when I had that drinking, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, I've been stressed about, like, you know, the shit that we're just talking about on here that YouTube stresses me out and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, fucking, I will take that shit off screen. You know, I'll be laying in fucking bed and be like, fuck YouTube, dude. Like, just fuck them. You know? But like when I'm talking about, like, fucking low and shit, it had to be, like, during that whole fucking process. You know, like, fucking, and, like, every day was a fucking argument for no fucking reason. You know, like, I try and crack a joke. Oh, that wasn't funny. Oh, fuck, here we go. You know, like, stupid shit that would just like, hey, that fucking, you're giving me more fucking reason to drink at fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you. You know? I lived where there was water, so it was a thing. When I was a baby, I was like 1 foot long. Damn. Probably 2019. That was a rough year. I think mine was 2014. 2015. Had to be 2015. That's where the majority of it fucking came from. Or like every fucking week, it was a fucking different argument. It was every day, so we kind of graduated. You know? Like every day, I'd just be like, you know, okay, yeah, I'll give her a call tomorrow. Did you just fucking sneeze on the phone? Oh, fuck. You know, like it like no matter what I fucking, she would just find reasons to fucking be pissed off at me. I'm like, you're the one who fucking cheated. Like, I don't get it. Like, where do you get to fucking be mad? Like, I don't understand this, you know? You know, I'm like, I'm not wrong here, right? Like, this makes sense to other people, correct? I think one time a joke that set her off was like, she was just like, well, hey, you can give her a call tomorrow. Yeah, okay. I was like, okay, cool. Thanks for your permission. Yeah, because she was like, you can call. That was it. Oh fuck, that's where I went wrong. That started a fucking 3-day fucking ordeal. And it was just fucking, oh god. And I was just like, oh, fucking a little bit of alcohol will fix that. A little bit of vodka will fix that fucking issue. Because that's where I was at that point. Joking aside, 2017 when I broke my ankle. Whew. Yeah, that'd probably be mine. 2015. I was able to get through it, but like I said, eventually I just had to fucking go cold turkey. Like once I realized my family was hiding alcohol from me, and again, it wasn't like I was a violent drunk. It wasn't like I was going out there with a fucking pistol and be like, hey, everybody, But it was just like fucking. You gotta understand, like when it comes to like situations like that, like oh fucking the girlfriend broke up with me and shit. My mom kind of tends to stay out of that shit. It's not her fucking area to be in and shit like that. But like it was this time where I think they finally was just like, there's a kid involved, there's some, promiscuity involved, all this shit. And there was only one time in that whole thing where like my mom actually checked in on me and was just like, are you okay? And I'm like fucking in tears. I'm like, I guess, I'm drinking and shit. And then I think that was the night they started fucking hiding the alcohol from me. Because I remember going back to the freezer for vodka and there was none in there. I was like, where's the vodka? She was like, and there was like a shooter of vodka, and I just fucking ripped it and just poured it in my drink and walked away. Yeah. What was the question? What's the lowest you have been in your life? Wait for Jax to answer there. If she's going to answer. What's next then? $7.99. $2020 was a bad year, but not just because of the pandemic. Interesting. All right, $7.99. Have you ever seen someone to be certain? Wait a minute. Have you ever seen someone be certain about something and be totally wrong? Fucking every day at work. I ordered this with no cheese. No, the fuck you didn't. What did you say? I said, I'm going to remake that for you right now. Hold on. Yes, yeah. Okay. Now some days I don't even fucking work the register, and it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, Because like I don't have to deal with the absurdity of some of the shit that happens. Like today I only had to work the register for like an hour, and I only had like fucking 5 customers, and nothing happened, and it was beautiful, because I mainly worked the line today. Yeah, on YouTube, everyone thinks they're right. All right. $8.99. If you could drive anywhere, where would you drive? Fucking Vegas, baby. Don't throw me out of here, baby. Oh, Las Vegas in a pack, baby. Yeah. Okay. California. All right, I changed my answer to California. I got to meet Jennifer there. Seattle. Can't you fucking look out your window and see Seattle from where you live? Or am I thinking Russia? If you could drive anywhere, which now you can, where would you drive? To see Carla. Pennsylvania. That's where I'm driving. That or I got to beat Jennifer to California. One of the two. I think Leo's asked you this before, Jennifer, but I don't remember because there's been so much fucking nonsense between you two. But have you ever eaten at that maple fucking smorgasbord place that he talks about? No, I don't think so. Oh, okay. Like Pennsylvania, somewhere in Pennsylvania has like the largest buffet ever. Would you get married, Will? I don't know more. I would. You know, it's always the fucking dream. You know, my sister comes in the house one day and she's like, "What are you reading?" I'm like, "Southern Bride," and she just looks at me. I'm like, "I can dream." You know? So, but yeah, no more kids though. Never heard of it. Oh, okay. It's like Shady Maple fucking smorgasbord. I don't know. Leo has the right fucking phone number and memorized at this point. All right, that was the last one. All right, cool. That was a quick night. All right. Oh, tonight's the night. We're gonna get that 9 o'clock crowd. 9 o'clock crowd. 9 o'clock. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. We have a code at work. Like, if you ever hear somebody at Firehouse say 10:12, that's somebody coming to the door. You know, somebody's coming to the door, you know, let everybody know, get ready. 10:12. You know, everybody get ready, you know. So, to fuck with them, like, I'll see somebody coming through the fucking door, and like, I'll be like, 8:15, 6, 10, and they're looking at me like, what the fuck? You know, and I'm like, 10, fuck, someone's coming in the door. And they're just like, okay, Will, it's 10:12. I'm like, that's it. 367. 467. Sex Pictionary? Maybe Sunday night we can do that. 567. What is your obsession with fucking fiction? Oh, you forgot an I, but I got what you're saying. 688. Some different numbers. Oh, 800. I'm sure we've done 800. And 789. All right. Get a fresh batch here. 367. If we've done this before, then Elijah has like some weird fucking pattern with numbers. Yeah. Okay, we've done this. All right. This is like some weird fucking number pattern like this. All right. Have you ever actualized a dream into existence? I wouldn't say it was a dream, but it was kind of a joke. And I can't even say I fucking did it, but like, does anybody watch Robot Chicken? No? Okay. Well, like, I'd show it, but like, screen share is not being nice to us tonight. But there's a gag on fucking Robot Chicken where like E.T. gets thrown back to his home planet. He's called Kleborp, the fucking retard with one finger. Well, with the one finger, he flips off the alien. And they're like, oh, now you're fucking dead. And he fucking puts his hands in the air and runs off screaming, ah. And to me, I thought that was the funniest fucking thing ever. So, me and my buddy Jeff at work, whenever I'd see something like, I was like, dude, I should just run over to that fucking guy and just be like, and that's how we would entertain ourselves at fucking work and shit. To the point where like I did that so much it became like a fucking gag, like all I had to do was and we knew what we were talking about. We went and saw, I think it was Jackass 3D. Me and Jeff were walking out of the theater. We're talking about, we just got done recording like a video for it, which I think was on the Shadow Dreams 1 channel. And fucking, we're about to get into the car, and all of a sudden we hear like a loud like pop noise. We're like, what the fuck? And we see this guy fucking with his arms in the air, and he does and he's running through the parking lot. And it was a gag they were doing over there, but like it was the funniest. Me and Jeff fell in the goddamn parking lot laughing so fucking hard because it was like seeing our fucking gag come to life and shit. It was like seeing it through like our, oh god, it was the most amazing fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I used to write dreams down. Oh, sorry, Jack. Sorry, I'm high too. Sorry, my bad. I used to write dreams down, but real life, no. Man, I've noticed that recently, man. Like, I've been saying to myself, I miss dreaming. Like, I can't tell you the last time I had a full-on dream. Like, and it's kind of scary. Any kind of dream. Like I said, mine wasn't even a dream. It was just like a joke that we made and we saw it come to life. Yes to both. Okay. All right. 467. But like that. Anyway, what? Oh, oops. Man, I am high. We just did 667, not 367. So that's on me, but let's try this again. 367. Did I say that it was 667 and nobody correct me? Because then it's on y'all too. All right. 367. All right. No, it's 67. Fuck me. Okay, we haven't done today. All right, 367. We'll do it. We'll do it now anyway. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. 367. Why did I wear the clothes, or why did you wear the clothes you are wearing today? I don't know. I can saw the shirt and wanted to wear it. Actually, I had on another shirt, but I think you know how you leave something in the wash for too long, and it's just has that, you know, that. And I was like, fuck. I was wearing a Hannah Montana shirt, but I was just like, I think I left it in the fucking wash for too long, so I switched to this one right before I went live. Because they comfy. Exactly. Like, I can understand if it says like, "What are you wearing?" At least then I would at least understand. You know, like what design is on your shirt. Okay, but like it was just like, why'd you wear that? Like, why do I feel like the fucking book is judging me now? You know, why did you wear the clothes you wore today? Like, fuck. Like, why am I getting the third degree? If I want to be questioned and treated like a homeless person, I will go to Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. My aunt gave me a new pair of joggers I wanted to wear. I prevented myself from going to HR about joggers. We had a group chat at work, and we had this girl in there, and she was, you know, to be fair, she was attractive, but she was not wearing the required uniform. She would wear joggers and shit. And needless to say, I'm not going to fucking complain. And one day they put, and there's another girl there who wears like leggings and shit, but like I didn't work with her that much at the time. So they put in the group chat one night, like, hey guys, just FYI, we have this going on, we have this going on. No leggings, no joggers, da da da. And she wrote in the fucking group chat, she was just like, I'm already wearing them, is that okay? And they're like, yeah, but next shift, you know, don't wear them. And I had it sent ready to go. I was just like, why? We all have to suffer? And I was like, I might want to delete that. You know, I just deleted it. I really want Brett to answer that. What was it again? 367. Oh, why did oh yeah, because Brett always wants to know what the fuck we're wearing. Make sure we get the right number this time. 467. All right, this is an interesting one. This should be. We never did this one, so this should be interesting. 457. Do you think you lived a past life? Man, I wish I had a lighter down here. I have a gag for this. Fuck. I was Joan of Arc in my former life. More than likely, yeah. Yeah, that's right, Elijah. You're probably right. Kinda, yeah. Richard! I was just talking about you tonight, man. Where you been, dude? Don't mind the missus. She's being funny. I miss movie trivia. Man, you should have been here the other night. I took a page out of your book and everything, man. I was doing like fucking top 20 lists and shit. I did like top 20 favorite movies of all time, man. Fuck, you missed it. I figured I was like, man, if Richard shows up for anything, he's going to show up for fucking this, I think. But he did. He didn't show up for it and everything. You know? Yeah, but how many Bitcoin? Bitcoin's worth a lot. Allegedly, I think. If I understand how it works properly. Just been so busy? Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, like it may have just been for like 12 people who saw it or some shit, but I'm sorry, but Brett's fucking League of Their Own trivia and me fucking nailing it was probably the trivia fucking moment, one of the best trivia moments ever. Oh fuck, man, I'm blitzed, man. That was 457. That's 67. Shit. All right, 467. Fuck. Now let's try this again. I would nope out too. One is like 85,000. There you go, Jax. If they pay you one Bitcoin, 85 grand. We just did this one the other night. Where's the paper at? Because I remember the fucking question. Yep, there it is. 467. What is your obsession with these fucking numbers, man? 467 was, have you ever walked away from something or someone because it wasn't right for you? Yeah, we did that. When I figure out this little fucking pattern of numbers you do, it's over. All right. Need to ask your opinion on the Cena heel turn, Will. In my opinion, it's nothing compared to the Hogan turn. I will say the Hogan turn, still pretty fucking, I mean, it's still number one, but I mean, the Cena one was one you got to admit, none of us fucking saw coming. You know, I don't think if one person went into an elimination chamber thinking like, man, Cena's going to turn heel tonight, they're fucking lying. There's no way in hell no one saw that fucking coming, just like Hogan. No one saw Hogan being the third man until he dropped the leg. You know, so, yeah, I think it's still pretty good, but yeah, Hogan is number one still. It still blows my mind. You've known Brett for so long, and you don't even know what he looks like. He is a man of mystery. That is true. It is true. Richard is, Brett, like I said, he used to just pop up in some comments of like DVD videos I would make. And I think it was like something like, oh, you know, whatever movie I mentioned, like, that's a good movie. I like that movie, or like, that's a good movie. It was something simple like that. Then, like, every now and then it'd be like something wacky. Not like the shit he says in here. Not like fucking, like, my favorite flavor of pudding is abortion. Not like that type of shit he says. But it's like, you know, something wacky. You're like, I don't know. It wasn't until I started doing lives and everything is when he would start coming in. And that's when, like, the fucking, like, you know, the fucking Sunday comic version of fucking Brett started coming out. You know? Oh, love the tea? Yeah. Blockbuster, sure. I think DP's asleep. Anyone else miss him? I know he said what's up earlier, and I think he said a few things after that, and then he just kind of fucking bounced. But hey, like I said, I'm not holding anybody here. You know, we'll make that very clear. All right, let's see if I can get the right number this time because I'm fucking blitzed. 567. And if we've done this one already, I swear to God, this is like some pattern he's doing. Of course. 567. What's the one thing you would want for yourself in the next life? What's the one thing you would want for yourself in the next life? Big booty hose. No, confidence. If we're gonna go like that, like confidence and shit. Confidence is good. Cause like, I'll admit, man, you gotta understand, like fucking like the Will that you see here is like fucking completely different from like one that like was in high school. Hell, it's kind of even different from one 5 years ago and shit in a way. But like I've met certain people in my life that have given me like fucking pieces of confidence and shit, or like the piece of like, you know, just something I've been missing and shit like that, you know. The ability to do math real well. I think the ability to look at fucking numbers tonight would probably be a good start, you know. The ability to do math really well. I don't know, man. Like probably fucking. My brain keeps saying hope, but I'm not like hopeless. You know, that's what I mean. It's not like I'm like, fuck, I wish I had more hope in the next life. It's just fucking, I just have no confidence for the fucking, I guess that's more confidence for the fucking next generation. Because like this generation's fucked. I hate to sound like fucking Boomer Fred or some shit, but I'm sorry, but like with the shit that I have to see online every day, it's just like, oh god, this fucking generation's fucked. Can we go back to a simpler time when I could turn on the TV and there'd be a Chicken Tonight commercial, please? I can see you being really confident in high school. No, further from the fucking truth. You know, and then it was like when I would break outside the box and be confident, I was shut down. So like it was kind of like, all right, back inside the box. You know, I really didn't break out until like I moved to Houston, because I kind of took like from like a fucking 80s movie perspective, by which like new school, they don't know who I am, anything like that. So I can create whatever fucking avatar I want. You know, for all I know, for all they know, I came from the fucking moon. You know, so like I kind of like fucking went in there with a little bit more fucking confidence and everything. Did some fucking shit that like probably like North Carolina high school will probably, you know, like I've said before, Texas and fucking North Carolina will, the first North Carolina will, fucking almost two different fucking people. You know, and like those two looked at each other and it'd be like fucking like, huh? Like really? Because like, you know, it's odd. I believe I'll be in heaven the next life. Okay. Richard, fake it till you make it. That's what I do sometimes. Will, do you remember renting Nintendo? No, I remember renting fucking Super Nintendo. That's what I remember. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. See what I tell you? We're going to get the fucking 9 o'clock crowd tonight. What did I tell you fuckers? I never give up. The thing with confidence is just pretend you are. No one will ever know the difference. I want to be good at math and then be a crazy good poker player. Man, I fucking love playing poker, man. Fucking love it. Like, those are like the type of games that I used to play on like PlayStation 2 and fucking 4 and everything. I could easily go out to like a casino and fucking play, but I will sit here and fucking play. Like with fucking PlayStation 2 example, I played World Championship Poker on PlayStation 2, and I would play for fucking hours at a fucking time, and like I could easily something I could do at home. But like I would play it on the fucking PS2 for like fucking hours. Fucking love poker. I'm sorry, not poker. Gotta be politically correct these days. I don't let people fucking get it. I'm sorry. I love playing Take Her Out to Dinner and a movie. Jack, she will be an angel. Erica might be a devil. Erica's already a devil for one. Play live. I would love that. I was about to say, there is one poker game that I like fucking playing on PlayStation, but like it's either on fucking PlayStation Plus or it's not, and you can't fucking buy it. I don't understand it. Like, why can't I just fucking buy the game? Like, every time I go to fucking buy it, I'm just like, it's either I gotta get a monthly subscription to fucking play it, or I just can't buy the fucking game. You know? It pisses me off. But, like, yeah, I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? You weren't here for, like, the fucking gaming experiment, so to speak, where I was just like, fuck lives. Like, fuck them. I'm done. I'm becoming a gaming streamer now. And, like, I went every angle you could possibly do to get around that. Or a gaming streamer, I should say. You know, like, not the ones who cut it into 15-minute videos. I don't have that kind of time. Well, I do, but I'm lazy. So like I tried every fucking angle you could. I'm just like, all right, fucking day launch streams didn't work. Fucking brand new games didn't work. Oddball games, like I'm like, all right, we'll play fucking Treasure Hunter Simulator, guys. Come on down and shit. And fucking didn't work. Mainstream games didn't work. You know, so I was just like, fuck it. You know, it just became like, I'm just gonna get high and play the games. Let's get high and fucking play. Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader is already hard enough as it fucking is. Let's do it high on top of all that. We'd be on questions for like 25 minutes at a time. You know, you can ask Leo this, you know. I recently rebought the Myers Blu-ray collection, brand new. Doing a YouTube video. I'll be sure to plug your channel, Will. It's awesome. Not a super chat valley like so many others. I've actually had people come in here and they're just like, dude, where's your super chat? I want to donate. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't have super chat, but I got Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App in the description. And I don't get anything. I'm like, you were going to donate if there was super chat, but when I give you three, you know, it reminds me of fucking work a lot because I'll get calls at fucking work and I'm like, you know, thank you for calling Firehouse, you know, where we put out the fire. Like, what can I get for you? Or where we get the fire started. That's a better one. Thank you for calling Firehouse where we get the fire started. You know, this is Janice. I can help you. And they're just like, yeah, fucking, do you deliver? And I say, yes. We deliver through Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub. And then they have the nerve to be like, oh, okay. And they hang up. Like, why are you getting mad at me? Because I answered your question with not only one option, but three fucking options. You know, to your fucking question. It'd be one thing if I said, no, we don't deliver. Go fuck yourself. Click and hung up. But no, I'm like, yeah, we do deliver through Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats. You know, oh, okay. Click. And I'm like, what else do you want? I mean, do you want me to like magically zap the food into your fucking mouth at this point? Like, I mean, that's what's next. That's what's next, people. You know, like Uber Eats is not going to be fast enough anymore. We're going to fucking zap it into our mouth from the fucking restaurant. That's what's next at this point. You know, so. Your gaming era. Yeah. Did I do a day-long stream? No, I think the longest I did on a gaming stream was about 8 hours. And that's only because somebody suggested, they're like, oh, Will, if you like Life is Strange, you're going to love Until Dawn. And I'm like, right on. So I bought a copy of Until Dawn. And I went home sick from work one day because I wasn't feeling well. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm off now, fucking, I'll go live for a bit and play that fucking Until Dawn that dude told me about. It's downloaded, ready to go and shit. So I remember going live with it and ended up playing the whole fucking game. You know, I played the whole fucking game in one night. I was like, shit, I was live for like 8 hours. I had no fucking idea. You know? Your gaming era. Yeah, you could call it that. Jason, no, I'm a panda. Last of Us stream was good. I mean, good, it depends on your definition of good. If you mean good in terms of views, no. You mean good in terms of, like, everything worked properly? Yeah, I guess. You know, if you mean good as in, like, hey, man, fucking, I like The Last of Us, and this is an okay stream to watch, and I guess it came off good. Will hated the Until Dawn movie, but I hate most modern horror. Oh yeah, I dug it. I dug it. See, and that really should have appealed to you, considering that I'm assuming you didn't play the game. You know, so like, yeah, the fucking that movie really should have appealed to you since fucking you didn't play the game. But like, yeah, that movie fucked hard, man. I was really skeptical. I went into that movie with the lowest of expectations. Because I played the game, and they came right out and said, like, hey, we're not doing a fucking traditional adaptation. It's different characters, same world, different story, same world. And I'm like, fuck. You know, but then I saw the trailer, and I was just like, I don't know, man. You know, there's a couple of things in there I like, but not enough. And then I went and saw the fucking movie the day after my birthday and shit. Went and saw it, and I was like, you know what? This kind of rocks. You know, I'm not gonna fucking lie. There's a lot of fucking Until Dawn references in there to where if you're not a fan of the game, they just go by your head and it doesn't really take away from anything. Where if you are a fucking Until Dawn fan, there's a lot of fucking great Easter eggs in there. For hell, I think there's even a Dark Pictures anthology one, but like I can't fucking find any proof on that one. You know, but like the fucking movie fucked hard, man. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I had the lowest of expectations going in. I was like, this movie's gonna suck so much ass that like it's gonna be what sucking ass wants to be when it grows up, and like it was pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Never played the game. Yeah, I assume. Yeah, I heard Final Destination Bloodlines is getting good. I will admit the second trailer got me for it. The first trailer, I'm just like, if you really thought that was gonna get me excited for this movie, you are wrong. And people were like, oh my God, this looks so good. I'm like, oh man. Now when the second one came out, you know, showing Tony Todd and like the actual story, like it, you know, all of them aren't supposed to be there. That's and I'm like, okay, that's what you should have fucking sold me on the first time. You know? So I like the second Life is Strange game. The one with the brothers. See, I rebelled against that game for so fucking long because I love 1 and 2, or 1 and Before the Storm for obvious reasons. Played True Colors only because there was a related character in Before the Storm. And of course I played the fifth one. But like I rebelled against the second one for so long because I was like, fuck it, it doesn't have any of the characters that I fell in love with in this fucking game. You know, it's fucking different story. Fuck this game. And like it was on fucking PlayStation Plus. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. And like, you know, it's not that bad. It's not my favorite, you know, but it's not that bad either. You know, I dug it more than I thought I was going to. Again, it was one of them ones I went into with low expectations, but I came out thinking like, wow, this is actually I shouldn't have rebelled against this as much as I did. You know. Da-da-da. You did the same with casting of Frank Stone. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but Frank Stone was only like 6 hours. But like, I was excited for that one. That one was dope. Elijah, I'm so ready. Looks really good. My saving grace was Megan, but the trailers to the sequel, I'm like, screw this. Rest in peace. And like, I don't know how I feel about the new Megan. I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of weird, man. I saw the trailer online, and plus I saw it on the big screen. I was thinking maybe if I see it on the big screen, I'll fucking like get it more. And I'm like, this is like some. It's like they're trying to do Freddy versus Jason, but they didn't have another movie to establish it. You know, it's just like, okay, you know, I don't know how I feel about it. You know how I feel about horror. See, I you know, not to psychologize you or anything, but like, I don't think horror is the issue. I think it's gore. I think that's your issue. Megan 2.0 looks crazy. They went a whole different direction. That's true. Point. Megan versus. Yeah, exactly. It's like Megan versus another android. It's like I said, it's like they did a crossover with a movie that didn't fucking exist. You know? And like even the movies are asking, like, fucking the bitch is back, and like they're asking about the other, like, fucking what is going on with this movie? The first one was decent. Listen, again, it was another one I rebelled against. I was like, I don't want to watch this bullshit. But then I watched, I was like, you know, this is actually okay. You know, I'm like, it's okay. It's not something I'm going to revisit a lot, but like, it's okay. But like a second one, and now that I've seen the trailer, I'm like, I don't fucking know. Taylor, I like the titties in Life is Strange too. Okay. Did you pick the mean dude or the chick? It was the only Life is Strange game that I picked a heterosexual relationship. All the rest, I went the gay relationship. But that one, I went fucking I went like him and what's her name? Fuck, I forgot her name. I want to say fucking Clarice, but that doesn't fucking sound right. Looks fun though. Random is the word I would describe when watching the trailer. I think it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna, you know what one came out that everybody fucking loved, and I keep trying to. I've tried watching it 3 times, and I just can't fucking get into it. But like Smile, I can't get into it. I've tried watching it like 3 fucking times, and I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I hear it's good. People are like, this is good. I'm like, cool, man. I'm gonna sit and watch this shit. And I just every time I fucking start going to watch it, it doesn't do anything to catch my attention. You know, I'm usually just like, fuck it, I'm gonna turn it off. No, way too, and I'm depressed enough, you know. I like Smile. Haven't seen 2. I should start writing it. I should go back to writing that fucking script again. I only have like most of it in my fucking brain. Oh, that's something I wanted to run by you guys. So check this out. I thought of this movie the other night. I was actually sober for this, so it was actually kind of really nice. So I have this fucking great fucking idea for a short film. Check this out. So stay with me here, okay? So fucking boom, lighthouse, right? Boom, big lighthouse. You see a pretty lighthouse. Next to the lighthouse, fucking like one of those little like fucking like piece of shit motels, you know, fucking piece of shit. Next to a lighthouse, it's kind of nice, you know. Fucking boom, bench, just a bench right there. Fucking a guy sitting on it. You know, it's fucking just guys. You know, you can tell he's kind of disheveled, man. He's kind of just like fucking. He's gone through some shit. You know what the fuck's going on and everything, right? Background, you see fucking people leaving the hotel and everybody packing up, leaving and shit. You see some glimpses and shit like that. All of a sudden, a fucking woman sits next to him. And she leans back. And she just fucking starts talking. She's like, hey, I'm sorry. Sorry that you built this life for us and that, you know, you never asked me about it. And just does this whole fucking like monologue about like how this dude like built up this life with her and everything just to fucking shatter it and fucking all this everything. You just see this guy just getting more and more just fucking like depressed, and like the more and more she talks, he never says a fucking word, you know. And she just keeps going and going and going to the point where like he just by the end he's bent over, doesn't know what to fucking do anymore because she's just said all this fucking stuff, and then finally he fucking just turns his head over towards the hotel, back at the little fucking hotel, okay. And we see all the fucking cars leaving and shit. You know, this is all fucking. Looks next to him. Nobody's fucking there. Nobody's there. But as we see all the fucking cars leaving, like fucking, we see the fucking girl that was talking to him the whole time in the car leaving. Does anybody get where I'm going with this? You had me at Lighthouse. Man, I went to a Minecraft screening, man. I brought popcorn and confetti and fucking a chicken and everything. I was a chicken jockey! Nobody did anything. I was embarrassed. Basically, it meant like fucking like he just saw somebody and he created this whole fucking life for them just by like seeing this glimpse of her and everything like that. And oh shit! I thought it when I was sober. I'm fucking great. I've had most of this in my. I thought it could work as a pretty good short, you know. But like, yeah, I just thought it'd be good. But like, it'd be really the message is it's just not really a message. It's just basically like everybody's leaving this fucking motel, and he just saw a glimpse of somebody that you don't see. You know, you see glimpses of fucking people every fucking day, you know. And then like fucking, he sees a glimpse of this fucking one girl, and then next to him. It's just her, like, I'm sorry, you built this life for us that we're never gonna have, and just fucking just keep reaming it in and shit like that. And just to find out, it's just somebody they just fucking saw. You know? That idea reminds me of Beyond Belief Factor. Oh, fucking. Oh, fucking. The truth and a lie can be just as thin as a tin can. I'm Jonathan Frakes. You know, he'd always say something like that and then like pimp off into the fucking distance. You know what I mean? He'd always say something like that. You know, like the difference between a lie and a story is that one of them is true. You know, like some bullshit like that. He always says something like smooth like that. You know, like always remember that the difference between a lie and a story is that one of them is truth. I'm Jonathan Frakes. Then he pimps off into the fucking distance. Lights go out. Fucking credits. It's perfect. Tell me that's not one of the best TV exits ever. Yeah, Brolin. Yeah, I couldn't tell you anything Brolin fucking said. I will say the episodes are good, but Brolin's not good. Yeah, good old Jonathan Frakes. I think there's like a fucking meme about him or something. Oh yeah, Nope. You know? Did you think that this story about an afterbirth coming to life as a real child was true? No, not this time. You know, well, that was Jonathan Frakes, man. I'll fire up, fucking write it down now. Look, fucking calm down. What, are you funding this project? I'm gonna need you to fucking calm down, sir. Unless I see a check, then I'll give you a fucking executive producer credit, then you can say whatever the hell you want. Oh, and Jennifer said she loves anything with Jack Black. You know, so like fucking Orange County. That's my shit right there. Orange County with Jack Black and School of Rock. You know, I fucking hate Nacho Libre. You would think that would have me written all over, but I hate it. You know, I never saw High Fidelity. I like turtles, especially baby turtles. Even Dawn Levante was. Oh, Dawn LaFontaine, yeah. He said if you ever hide saying good ideas, the story. Yeah, but I thought of that fucking idea when I was sober. I just been meaning to fucking run it by y'all. Because like that's like the furthest like fucking I ever got on something. Like I said, for like the Life is Strange movie I'm writing, I have like a lot of fucking scenes in my head. You know, like I have the ending. I have like the fucking like the Bay or Bay scene. I have everything from there all the way to the ending, like in my brain, done. You know, and I'm trying to figure out how to work in Kate Marsh. And there's one way I can work it in, but it seems really cliche, and I don't really want to go cliche route. So I don't know. There's a lot of shit I'm working on with it. Even though I'm not writing anything, trust me, the gears are moving and shit. Now it's just one of those things where like I just want to do it, just say I did it. You know. There's a TV show that had a kid with autism on it, and they surprised him with Jack Black, and he was so amazing as a kid. I was close to tears because it's rare when you see someone with a heart of gold. I assume that's what you're trying to say. I'm quite pissed about the Bitcoin thing. Okay, why? What happened? That's why I like. That's kind of like I've said before. That's why I like somebody like JoJo Siwa. People are like, "Oh, fuck her music sucks." But I like her as a person, just because I've seen her do shit like that with her fans and everything. You know, I'm just like, that's what makes her a good person in my book. Like Beyonce, I've seen her do shit for her fans and everything. I'm like, she's a cool person in my book. You know, for all I know, yes, go ahead, smack Jay-Z around for sleeping around. Go ahead, smack him around some. Here, I'll turn him away. I didn't see nothing. You know, if I can go ahead, you're a cool person in my book. You know. Like, until you do something otherwise, then, you know, you're okay with me. They didn't tell me it was Bitcoin before I started working. I don't know. It was weird. Ah, so they bamboozled you. That's what they did. You tell them you want one Bitcoin, or like fucking I report you to the Better Business Bureau. Did you write it down? I don't need to write it down because I thought of it when I was sober. Be right back. I need more water. Okay. Well, you should do that. All right, that's it. Everybody, get out. No, trust me, I got it on file up here. Like, because you always see those, like, artsy fucking shorts win Oscars and everything. And I was like, I think that could fucking work as one. You know? Title is something like Passerby. No, it's gotta be like glimpse. It's gotta be like more fucking like artsy, like glimpse or peripheral. Give me something more like that. Paid for a faster internet just for WWE, and then I saw it. Oh dear. World woke entertainment? Okay. I wouldn't say it's woke, but okay. I think wrestling is real hot right now. I think it's real good. I wish I was able to get your kind of high. You're just in your own world, and it seems so peaceful. I'm pretty fucking relaxed when I'm here, man. You know, like I said, not to keep harping on it, but just as like an example. Well, like Sunday, that kind of harsh my buzz there for a little bit and everything. But like nights like this and everything, I'm just like, I'm pretty fucking relaxed and everything, man. I'm just fucking sit here, chill with you guys, bring up some fucking core memories that I may have, like Erica unlocking the fucking honky bullshit, Dennis. That one was fucking amazing. Can't believe she had fucking unlocked that. So it's kind of like when I fucking take these fucking gummies, it's kind of just like, all right, talk to me. You might unlock some cool shit. You might unlock a cool story here and there. Like I've always said before, dating me is like having an attic. You forget it's there, and then when you get up there, you're like, wow, there's a lot of cool shit here. This mixed with the antidepressant, I think it fucking does a nice little fucking combo and shit, Because like you should see me like when I'm like off antidepressants, like off. I don't mean like, oh, I've missed a couple days in pills or anything. You just need me when I'm off. You know? Like for example, if I were like off fucking the medication and like fucking like, did you write it down? I'd be like, motherfucker, bitch, what the fuck did I tell you? I said I can't. Yeah, it would have been like fucking like way fucking harsh. You know, like that's like how fucking like agitated I get when I'm not on the fucking medicine and shit. You know. But I fucking love Netflix. Has all the old pay-per-views and Raws. It's just awesome. Yeah, it's different here in the States. We don't have that. I mean, we have it on Peacock, but be right back. If you're not, I hope everyone has a good night and see you next time. I might be live for a few more minutes. Again, me being alive is never fucking up to me sometimes. It's usually up to fucking you guys. You guys fucking keep me going and shit, man. Like fucking, I'll keep going with the fucking energized button, man. I'll fucking do it like Lionel Richie, man. I'll do it like fucking all night long. All night. All night. See, that's how you make a fucking exit. Like fucking, well, I have to step away. So if you're still here, be right back. Like fucking, that's how you make a fucking exit around here. Everybody take notice. That's how you gotta leave from now on. If I fucking copy and paste that. That's how you gotta leave from fucking now on. I don't want no more fucking excuses. If you're even just thinking about fucking stepping away from the fucking live and shit, fucking yeah, I want to see that message. Would you agree the movie Life isn't just a funny movie? Isn't just a funny movie? Oh yeah, it's both. Oh, it's totally fucking both. Yeah, man. Oh god, man. Like me and the baby mom would quote that movie all the time. Like, we'd always get to like fucking, you know, oh, eat your cornbread. You know, I'd always be like, motherfucker, you can't have my cornbread. I don't know. You're gonna eat my cornbread. My fucking part one of my killing spree gonna be you and be here on your ass. You know, like I'd always do that shit. But yeah, fucking that movie's just fantastic. You know, fucking Eddie Murphy, fucking cast in that movie is just fucking amazing. I mean, not just Eddie Murphy and fucking Martin Lawrence. I mean, they're great. Then you also have Bernie Mac in there. Fucking Arlie Ermey is in the movie. Fucking Heavy D is in the movie. Fucking Rick James is in the fucking movie. I mean, like this cast, it goes on for days and everything. It's fucking, it's incredible. I fucking love the the pie scene. Excuse me, Billy. We just like a couple cups of coffee and 2 pieces of pie. How'd you know my name's Billy? So it's written on your shirt. Like, oh my god, we ain't going no 35 miles up late, ma'am. We like some coffee and some pie. You said about 35 miles that way? Okay. That fucking movie's great. I have a feeling in about fucking like 10 years, they're going to be looking back at that movie like, oh, we can't think that's funny anymore. There was a big tornado in which your mama and your daddy were both killed. Yeah. Anybody else got anything they want me to read? No, that's okay. Back, what did I miss? Nothing. Talking about the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Me and my mom went and saw it at the drive-in when it came out. I asked one of my black coworkers one time because we were talking at work about movies. I was like, "You ever see Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence?" And like he straight up fucking said to me, he was like, "Don't ever ask me no stupid fucking question like that again." I was like, "Yes, sir." You know. I don't think even Murphy realized that's one of the greatest movies he's ever made. I'd say it's up there. Yeah, definitely. Trying to think. If you don't count his stand-up movies, because like I'd probably throw Delirious up there. Believe it or not, I fucking dig Beverly Hills Cop 3 a lot. I think that movie's fucking great. You know. I have never fucking finished watching Vampire in Brooklyn. That was when I started and I wasn't getting into it, so I turned it off thinking like, all right, I'll come back to it, and I just never did. Because I bought like this fucking thing on Black Friday one time. It was like a 10 movie Eddie Murphy pack, and I think it came with 48 hours, another 48 hours, Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3, Norbit, strangely. Fuck, I don't know. It came with like 10 fucking movies. And Vampire in Brooklyn was one. Paramount. So, no, I'm thinking. Hold on, let me just look it up. Here it is. 14 movie pack. That's what it is. 14 movies. Thought it was 10. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2. Boomerang, I think, is okay. Trading Places, that's a good one. Trading Places is good. The Golden Child, I like. I know that's very acquired taste. Coming to America, I would probably say Coming to America is probably one of his best ones too. I think Coming to America is great. God, I love 48 Hours. I don't think I've ever seen it. If I did see it, it's been so long that I don't remember. What do you make page these days on home screen? Man, I'm glad Richard fucking gets it. I'm glad somebody finally gets it. I just feel like there's just too much fucking censorship out there today, man. You know, fucking YouTube and fucking Facebook. Like, I'm seeing words blocked on Facebook, and I'm just like, why is this blocked? You know, like, this is ridiculous. And fucking now we go back and look at old movies to find shit and be like, oh, he called him a retard, and like, can't do that. Like, yeah, fucking. I'm sorry, but I think Nick Swartz had once said, sometimes in a situation, there's no better word than fucking retarded. And I think Christopher Titus has like a great bit about like the difference between like retarded and retarded. You know? Even that retard line in the Hangover too. Exactly. Nope, gotta delete that. We gotta fucking edit that. You know, I'm just like, dude. Fucking Blind Coalition was mad about a movie that misinterpreted blind people. I'm like, how the fuck do you know? You know, like it didn't make any sense to me. But like, I look at some of the movies that like I love and everything, and I'm just like, if this came out today, nobody would fucking like it. It'd be like I always look at some of the movies I love, and I'm just like, if they weren't already box office flops, I'm like, it totally would be if it came out today. Like, I don't think Clueless would work if it came out today. Like, if you did the same movie today, like, you know, the same lingo and everything, and put it out today, people would fucking be like, what the fuck is this nonsense? You know? I'm a Gen Xer, and I gotta be honest. If things don't change, this world isn't gonna make it. That's the only thing that's bugging me about it, is just like, you know, when I see all the censorship, and I'm just like, their heads would explode if they were sitting there and they heard, like, you know, Bobby Wayne Bobbitt getting his dick cut off by Lorena Bobbitt. Their fucking heads would have exploded. That was like fucking dinner news for us in the 90s. We sat and fucking ate dinner and watched that on the news. Like, oh man, she really cut his fucking dick off, didn't he? Some good Swansons, you know, like, but like nowadays, it's like everything fucking offends somebody. And it's like, damn, dude. Like I said, when I'm seeing numbers, fucking numbers being censored, I'm like, all right, I'm done. Yeah, that's when that's when I tap out, and I'm just like, no more internet tonight. I'm just gonna go fucking rot my brain with fucking video games instead, because like I can't do it anymore. Are you a degenerate? Because I'm positive I'm one. And that's who we are. We're the Generation X. Yeah, Richard, you missed it. So we did my list of top 20 favorite movies of all time. And you know, the majority knew that number one was fucking A League of Their Own. So we get to A League of Their Own, and like each entry, like fucking I was telling like some backstory behind it and everything. And like the backstory with it was me and my mom, we would quiz each other on the fucking movie. We would quiz each other back and forth about like a certain shit in the fucking movie. And one day she thought she got me on a question, and I got it right. And you could just see that, like, fuck, man, like, what else, does he not know about this movie? Brett, who, comes into the chat every now and then, Brett heard that and was just like, challenge accepted, and he dropped, like, the trivia question of, like, how long did Tom Hanks pee in that movie? And, like, if you go back and look at it, you see me playing the scene in my movie, and then, like, I hit him with the right answer, and, like, fucking, it was pretty cool, if you ask me, Even in 2006, DX would say this Seinfeld fine. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, cool question, yeah. But I think that's it, ladies and gents. I think we're gonna call it here. It's mainly just me and Richard talking to each other now. But Richard, good to see you again. Hopefully you get to come along more often. I don't know if you see my post on YouTube. I usually try and post a schedule. This week's a little weird because I got shit going on. But every Monday I tend to post a schedule. I'm usually live, getting high, doing some different shit and everything. So yeah. So all right, guys. I should be live again on Friday when we stream WWE. Oh, I know you're still here. It's pretty much just me and Richard at this point. But I know we're talking movies, not really your fucking bag, Good to see you, Will. I'll be sure to plug the channel. Well, fucking don't be a stranger around here, fucker. All right, guys. To the next one. Be breezy. I can turn it off.